out. Let's go.
What should we start with? Like an intro? Like right now?
No, we don't have to do shit. We can just, like spawn trap, easy.
Just Spawn Trap Easy episode 1.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
We want to, jump right into it with the season's games that have been played.
Oh shit, we should do that. Should we start at week 1 or week 2? I feel like if we
Let's
start at
just
week
start
1,
from the
it's too long.
beginning.
Well, it
Beginning?
depends
No.
how many games are actually played, because
There's not that many.
we're approaching
There's
week 3 here, and I have 1 game played.
There's not that many games that have been played.
What do the people want to hear? I already started it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I already started it.
No, that's fine. That's how it should go.
The intro is done.
Look, intros are cringe. All right, just dive in.
What is up, gamers?
Let's just start with the first game of the season. It was me versus Spence.
That is true. That is true.
Is there a spreadsheet that has the links of every single game on it,
Or
is there a thing that has all the stats? Because I'm going to the AGLA channel right now.
I got you.
There's a channel that was made just for schedule and stats, and there's nothing here.
You can do
probably
review
Bandalon
match
Sniper.
grade on the stat sheet.
Well, look in the group chat. We got everything there.
Yeah, see, that's the problem though.
What are you talking?
I have to go to a group. I have to go to a group chat just to look at stats. Should be in the stats channel.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
That's what the stats channel is there for.
I also got individual games up.
Okay, cool.
This podcast is us 3 gamers talking about Grifball or not Grifball.
Maybe a little bit of betting action.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of sports betting, Grifball betting. I don't know, dude. Dropping 401ks into basketball game. I don't know.
Yeah, so what if we started talking Grifball for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we get bored, and then just go off on a tangent on just like all of our other interests,
and then we just
like
route.
this. Yeah, we'll just talk about Stardew Valley or
What's
V
it
Rising
going?
incoming
or V Rising.
server.
Yeah, April 28th. Be there.
Yeah, that's right. In the server, we're gonna have another server here. I don't know who's gonna make it yet because I work on Mondays and it launches on a Monday.
Half the people just turned it off. All right,
we're gonna figure it out, but it's gonna be on the 28th.
So
yeah. So my team played like the first game of the season, I think.
Who's on your team?
So it's me, Mungo, Spoon, and Grunt. We're some gamers. Ascension. Shout out to Novice. He made my team a logo.
Oh,
we
he
played.
did?
Yeah, he made us a logo. It's pretty nice.
That's hella cool.
Yeah, we played Spence's team, and they were raw. All right, this game was disgusting. It was a fast game. It was like under. No, it wasn't that fast, but it was no defense on this game was being played, and my team didn't know how to position. Their team didn't know how to position, and we pulled it out 5-4.
It was a classic first game of the season.
Sounds very familiar to the one game I played. Very short.
They're very
no defense.
It looks like they had a higher KD than you. They had a 1.0, you had a 0.9, but it looks like you still got it done. I think this is just a troll team, right? Or are they like actually trying to win?
No, they're trying to win. I like what Spence did. I think Boss is good for 10 credits, right? Like, what do you guys think?
Hell, dude. Of course. I mean, he only had what, a 0.8 KD. Like that's really good for a 10 credit pick.
Acceptable, yeah. I think
I saw one clip of him and he was yelling and screaming again, just like the old days. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's lit. But yeah, I think they have a lot of tanking power. It's just their running game is very suspicious. So
I totally
think
agree.
that's gonna be like their team struggle this season.
That's exactly what I put in my write-up. It's like, I don't know who's going to run the ball here, because if Spence does it, like, you're losing a giant...
Boss did it in this game, I'm pretty sure.
Boss is a runner now? Oh, shit.
No, I don't know if it was just like a thing they were trying or not, but in this game he ran.
And
I think the last time he tried to play in Halo 3, he tried to be a runner too. I think he's just trying to go into a runner arc.
That's not
what pickleball does to a motherfucker.
Not sure. How's Spoon been as a runner? I haven't seen him.
Oh, dude, Spoon's fucking good, man. I'm happy with him. He's capable. I don't think he's a fourth. I would say he's more of a third player, and I like that. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, you got the most solid team in the league, if you ask me. There's not a weak link here.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, this game was pretty rough. I was the only one going positive, but at least we pulled it out.
I'd expect more of that this season.
Yeah, I don't even like having to play that way either, though. I don't like having to main tank, but it is what it is.
We're going next. Next here we got KD versus Chemical, which is I think they won the league. If anybody looked at my write-up, I think like the top 4 teams played all their games. So I put KD at number 2, and I put Chemical at number 4, I believe. And Chemical actually ended up beating KD.
You put KD at number 4?
I put KD at number 2 because I thought Zim was going to be cracked, but he hasn't found his spot yet, it seems.
No, I mean, he's okay, but you can tell that he's not practiced enough on it for sure. Is like when I played them. That was my impression.
I'm actually looking at these stats now. This is horrible.
How many seasons has he played previously? Because I can tell you, I haven't seen him in a single custom game yet.
He played 2, 3, and 4? Or 3 and 4 maybe?
He didn't play 4.
Okay.
He didn't play last year. I think he played 2 and 3.
Yeah, he played 2 and 3.
Okay, so he's on a season. He's off a season, and he doesn't practice. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, he also went for good value. I think 250 for Zim is awesome.
Yeah, I would. I think that's a good value.
I would have took him there. Like seriously.
He's got something in his sign-up though that was like he didn't want to scrim at all, so I might be holding him back a little bit.
Yeah,
but, you know, it's his choice.
That sounds like him.
Yeah, that's the classic Zim move. I mean, nobody hates Grifball more than this man. However, a 0.6 KD is not acceptable for your lead tank if this team's going to go anywhere.
I think Chemical's team is fucking cracked. Just to have it on record, like I think Lux has the best team, and then Chemical's probably got the second best team.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that game. I mean, Chemical's team is great because Chemical did the right move where he's just a ape tank, doesn't look around him, and then he got 3 players who's like very aware.
Yeah, who will look around for him. Yeah, it's perfect.
And Pop-Tart is a lot better, and even Priest is. I mean, what did Priest do here? 1.5, 6. What do you?
Yeah, Priest balled out in this game. Yeah, Priest dropping a +20 is like unheard of.
I've never.
Shout out to him. He actually is good at thrust though. He has been improving.
He's got the secret sauce.
Which is interesting because he did not enjoy Halo 5 like the one season that he played. So you'd think like he'd do maybe adapted a thrust really well here in Infinite because he has that Halo 5 experience, but he doesn't. So something's clicked for him where he just really liked it this time around.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think something clicked with like it's really beneficial in this game to like thrust forward and take space. So I think he's really good at that. That's like his strongest quality.
He does it against me, but I think I'm getting a very different tanking experience than anybody else in the league. So,
and I think Pop-Tart is like the glue man for this team. Like I think he's the reason like people can't score on them because he's very like I'm gonna stand in front of you with a sword type of guy.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
It is annoying, but I think aggressive running is probably the key to beating this team.
Yo, are there not carrier kills? Medals or stats to track anymore?
No.
I don't see carrier kills here. No, maybe kill breakdown.
From my understanding, you can only track like 5 medals.
Great.
I'm looking at these stats here. Panther Lily has a 7-second average life. Everybody on KD Skills team has below a 10-second average life besides KD. That is probably why. That's probably why this team lost.
I can't get down to 7 seconds. Are you fucking serious?
Panther just holds forward, which is like good to have that type of person, but.
That's impressive.
To get the kills up. I mean, Panther Lily went more positive than Zim, so I don't know what's going on.
I think KD will make the playoffs in Hammer. Yeah, they're in Hammer.
I think they're in Sword. Wait, are they?
No, they're in Hammer. We're in Sword, right?
No,
we're in Hammer.
We're in Hammer.
Oh yeah, they're in Sword. They're in Sword then. Yeah, I think they will make the playoffs. I don't think they're a bad team, but Zim needs to lock in a little bit. I would say.
Yeah, he doesn't got to be like top 5, but he definitely I expected more. And I know he can do more. He just maybe doesn't care enough, which is fine. But
let's go to the next game.
I
have NCOT. Oh, and Lux. NCOT and Lux, right?
Oh yeah. This was our first game of the season.
Oh my god, this game was fast, wasn't it, bro?
It was pretty fast. Oh shit, we got Sab in the chat. What's up, gamer? He's heading to bed though. I think we got your game coming up next. What is this? Okay. Yeah, 5-1. My team. I didn't really expect to lose this game because I mean, no offense, but Encot's got a fourth who has never played the game before, so.
Yeah, it's just not really fair. I think Lomaine's good at the game, by the way. I mean, I don't think it's hard to be good, but I think Lomaine is good, probably.
Yeah, he's holding a positive KD here, 1.6, followed by 1.8. Gingy went
You mean you're
negative.
holding a positive 1.6?
Lomaine has a 1.6.
Oh,
He's
okay.
running, right? Correct?
He's both players. It was the joke.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
I was playing on my
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. Your KD only dropped just a little tiny bit. Oh yeah, you're not kidding. Legion of Toast over here with a 0.35 KD.
That is 8 kills. That's average.
I think
Pac-Man custom game level stats.
I think Encott might have doomed his season bidding this way because I think, from what I was told, like he secured like Rain and Snipes, and then he needed a fourth.
Yeah, that's never the way to go when you're a captain.
And that's never the way to go. Yeah, you never want to secure your fourth last.
I remember seeing Snipes go for like a reasonable price. I think it was like 320. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I think 320 for Snipes is great, but I think Encott spent like 250 on Rain, which I don't get why. I mean,
was Rain a major contributor in previous seasons? Because
he played on Cosmos' team last season, and he actually did great. But I can't justify that.
So I played him in season 2. He was the fourth on Sab, Mungo, KD, and Rain, and my team beat him. But he was a solid contributor as a fourth, probably D grade. I would say he's improved every season he's played in.
I agree.
Yeah, but now he's supposed to be a third.
A second basically. I mean, he's
probably a second. Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was a B grade last season, but he was definitely the third player on his team.
His last team was great because it was just a stacked super team of tanks that never looked at the ball and they didn't even make playoffs. And I think their overall KD was like a 1.2 or something. It was pretty ridiculous. I mean, the fact that they scored a goal, I don't even remember how this goal happened, but we just kind of walked through them. It was kind of unfair.
But yeah, I mean, I hope Legion of Toast sticks around because they're being indoctored in this season.
Oh yeah, they got Cosmos teaching them, I think, now, right?
Oh, is that true? Big if true.
That's what I heard. Big if true.
Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
It's me again. We can skip through these next two pretty quick because they're 2 games. It's me against Noplex's team, and same story here. You got Pac-Fan dropping a 0.28. Sab did everything he can, somehow getting his KD up to a 1.3, but his 3 other teammates kind of lacked on the field.
Wow, Sab scored 2 goals? Real shit.
Yeah, Sab got, I think, 2 defensive stops or something on our team and just completely destroyed us, and we just had to accept that, but 80% of the time we were just running through them.
Are Gingy and Tommy cool? Do they coexist?
They do coexist. Gingy's actually the one who pushed for Tommy. I was going to get Spoon, and Gingy was like, no, we got to get Tommy. And I respect Gingy's call, so I went for Tommy.
I love listening to Tommy in chat. He's all kinds of entertainment.
He rages a lot, but honestly, I think I'd rather have that than somebody who just doesn't say a word.
But it's also not like the super depressed, I'm gonna kill myself kind of thing that you get like out of Zim when he
the Zim rage. Yeah, Zim rage.
You can have good vibes with Tommy rage. You're totally good with that.
Yeah, I think our team's morale is going to be on the up forever. I mean, this is one of my favorite teams I've actually ever played with so far. So happy to see that. I don't know how Sab feels about his team. I mean, you got Pac-Fan, who, for the new guys who don't know, was big in like H4. I'm pretty sure he played in Emmy, but a lot better than he is now. And Big Al is also another Emmy guy, and a Noplex is solid.
I think Pac-Fan has been getting better. Maybe not in this game particularly, but I watched some streamed games later on coming up, and he did play better in those.
What's good is improving. Somebody can correct me. We've talked about this before off stream, but he plays on a projector, I believe.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
I feel like I've heard that before, but I have no way to confirm that. I've never bothered to ask, but that sounds hilarious.
That's some real shit.
That is some real shit, you know. Maybe when playoffs come around, if they make it, he'll switch to the monitor and destroy us all, but we'll see how that happens.
Yeah, like, what if he's like plays like what if there's like more context to this? Like, what if he plays outside in the backyard and he's like projecting on like the entire wall of a house? So it's just he's just got like a 15 by 15 foot area that he's just playing on, and it's just insane. And then yeah, then one day he's gonna go to a monitor and he's actually gonna be able to tell what the fuck is going on with no latency.
That is terrifying to think about. But all I know is that first game he averaged less than a kill a minute, and in this second game he dropped another 0.3, and even his teammates didn't do that well either against my team.
Less than a kill a minute.
Yeah, I think he dropped 9 kills in a 10-minute game.
You know, sometimes it might just be if like, it's just not working out, it might just be worth just holding forward like an active hate. You'll get more kills.
That is true.
That's basically what Panther Lily does.
You will have moments where you contribute if you just go forward and just put yourself out there as much as possible. I mean, you'll die a lot, but that's fine. You respawn.
We have Blood and Nyx. We have who we were just talking about, Panther Lily. Even Mab does that sometimes when he's tanking, I feel like.
I saw Mungo doing that in custom games. There was like a period where he was just spawning, running, narrowed in on somebody, dashed forward and swung like 5 times in a row. And
it's my teammate, bro.
There was a point where a lot of people died, and on both teams. But again, it's a lot of chaos, so it's fun.
All right, we'll move on here. Next game is Evo's team versus Avengers team.
I watched this game, and it was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5-3, and I just would like to say that Evil did win this game, but like I think Death is slowly but surely becoming like an upper level B player. I have a lot of faith in him, and I've played with him quite a bit now. So he went for 280. I got sniped. Avenger sniped him from me, and I'm absolutely gonna shit on him for it. But Mav won this game. Mav and Evil won this game, but Death did everything he could to win this game. It was pretty impressive.
The fact that he's holding an even KD and he's still considered a newer Grifballer is like very impressive.
We're gonna talk about this Mav stat line.
Yeah, Mav rocking a 2 KD. In how long game? An 18-minute game. That is incredible.
94 and 46 is pretty ridiculous in any game in any context. That's kind of insane.
True.
Is he just farming people with the ball? Like, that's what I'm thinking.
No, I think he's tanking. He's tanking, but actually, I don't know. He has 4 goals.
I don't know. That is a very big discrepancy in kills to be doing him primarily with the ball.
Here,
he had 28 doubles and 8 triples, bro. So he probably was tanking.
You can look down here. It says he had 76 regular kills, so he got 18 punches with the ball. So 18 punches.
Yeah, that's fine. The 76 is more than anyone else in the game by 10.
I mean, 11. Mav was the best player in this game by a lot, and it definitely showed.
That's incredible. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know if like Avengers team is just not looking for him. I mean, if you look at the KD, I mean, yeah, like the team that got the more kills won, but what was the score? 5-3. I mean, it wasn't a blowout.
Yeah, this first game was. No, 5-3.
It was a close game.
I mean, and then they played the second game, and that one went 5-4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like these games were not blowouts. Death played really well in these games. I think Avengers team comp really. I don't know what he was doing during bidding, but like his plan as a 4th definitely didn't come through. It was like originally Diablo, and then Diablo's kid was born. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
him. And now he's subbing Big L. So not the best team construction, and I will say they are in the harder conference, so we'll see if they can make it to playoffs in the 4th spot.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him. I really am. Even Death here once again holding above a 1 KD, and Mav just destroying everything. Not the exact stat line he had last game, but a very impressive one, nevertheless. I mean, the fact that Death is the best player on this team, though, despite us praising him, it's going to be hard to.
Yeah, probably not the best scenario for him, but I do think that like this season will elevate him as a player, even if he doesn't succeed in the playoffs or make playoffs. I do think he will learn like what it takes to like position yourself correctly as the number 1 player.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of pressure. If season 6 comes around, if we do that, he might be unlocked. He might be unlocked. You know.
I feel like I unlocked him last season. I feel like he really made
so
a lot
better.
of strides on my team.
He's gotten so much better. When I played with him in season 1, like when he was a 4th, like that was Jesus.
Different dude back then.
I love seeing gamers get better at Grifball. What's up next? NCOT versus Noplex. We're only 20 minutes in. We're at a pretty good pace right here.
This looks like a battle of Sab versus Snipes.
Yeah. I love that. That is a rivalry I will always watch. I will always watch that. 1.4.
Yeah, they had pretty
1.5.
similar stat lines. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is, well, I was gonna say
3 goals apiece.
I was gonna say Snipes has a worse 4th, but I mean, if you look at the stat line, Toast 31 and 48 is like good for where she went.
I think you can work with that. 31-48, you can work with that.
Yeah. In fact, the team that won had a lower KD up here with a 0.9. So this must be a positional thing. Which kind of makes sense. I would say Sab's team overall is much more cerebral and aware than NCOT's team here.
I would agree. I do think Big Al's strength is that he does pay attention to stuff, even if he isn't the best at killing stuff. However, in this game, he did go even, so shout out to him.
Oh, he did. He got 12 punches, so 12 of his 30 kills were punches. So we see he was running. He got a pass goal in as well.
Yeah, cool he must have been running because the kill. I mean, he may have gone even, but the kill amounts were not all that high.
Oh yeah, who's running for NCOT?
I mean, Noplex is out here dropping 60 kills.
NCOT's the runner, ain't it?
Yeah, 60 kills. NCOT's running.
I think so. Why would? I mean, he's a runner like every other game, right?
He's always run, yeah.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of wish this game. It's only 16 minutes. I mean, the fact that it's this close, I guess, says something about Noplex's team being better than I expected. I mean, I don't imagine anything too interesting happened in this game. I bet it was just like walk it in.
Oh, I thought this game was so interesting. I watched this live.
I didn't watch it. Who was streaming?
Who streamed this game?
NCOT streamed it.
NCOT streams games? I didn't know that.
I don't know if he does all the time, but I think we peer pressure him.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, dude. Everybody should stream
their games. Peer pressure usually works. Here and there. So just keep it up.
But this game was like an ultimate fiesta, and it was actually pretty interesting.
5-3 to Noplex. I don't know what their record is now, but we'll get to it. What was next after this? Oh, this is Rage versus Noplex, or more specifically, Epic versus Noplex.
Yeah, damn, you lost hella money on this game, didn't you, Lux?
I lost all 21,000 macaroons. Yeah,
I don't know why you would do that.
Entire house because I think Noplex's team isn't that good, and I saw the Shrek, and I was like, I gotta bet on the Shrek, dude, and yeah.
Yeah, look, Shrek is really good, but I mean, we had played maybe 3 games together. I have like 0 experience playing with Epic on my team. I have 0 experience playing with Shrek, period. And I have 0 experience playing with Triumph Penguin, period. I haven't seen Penguin in a custom game before or since then. We have like 0 time spent together.
I'm a
going into this. And then Sab just did whatever he wanted to us. Yeah. So it was just too early.
Noplex played good too, right?
Dude,
Noplex was doing really good.
All went positive. Sab almost held a 2 KD. Pac-Fan, I mean, yeah, he did Pac-Fan things, but like.
I think Sab got like 3 scores on his own. That had nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah, Sab had 4 goals. They kind of.
I saw that you guys lost this game to a epic interception pass to your own pad.
I think there were 2 of those.
Yeah, you gotta get on him about that because I got on him about that, and you have to stay on him about that because he likes to throw with no momentum.
Okay, so not rocking for it. Okay,
we'll work on that. Like me, him, and Shrek got some good custom games in just today, and they were going a whole lot better. Especially now since I'm able to actually put out like actual kill numbers with the sword a bit. 16 and 29 against Pac-Fan and Big Al is not gonna maintain.
No.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
I'm pretty confident that's not gonna happen again. But yeah, just a little early in the season. Just give us time.
Yeah, I think it's good to strip the Band-Aid off against a team like this that's not even in your conference.
This is where the really trash schedule is in our favor because we don't have any games scheduled for like 2.5 weeks.
Jesus.
So get some good
you need
custom.
all the time you can get. Yeah.
Yeah, get some good custom games in. I'm probably over 40 games played now at this point, so nowhere to go but up.
That's pretty good.
I would just like to say, Sab is so fucking good at Grifball, dude. Because
I
this man is
love that,
winning these games with this team, and I don't know if I could do it. So shout out to him.
He told me he thought it was chalked when he saw his team, but he said he believed. And I don't know what their record is now, but there is hope. Where there is Sab, there is hope. When I was coaching Sab's team last season, anytime something bad happened and Sab fixed it, I'd be like, "Don't worry, you got a Sab. You don't gotta fret. You got Sab. So any problem can usually be fixed."
The truly great players, like you can scrounge out wins if you're a truly great player.
Yeah, I would. I don't even know where I'd start if I played on this team.
Within reason, I've seen some very unfortunate teams built around Ace before, and there was nothing he could do about that.
Yeah, I think I don't know if the season win made his stock go up. I'm pretty sure he jumped from like a 370 to 450, like instantly.
I don't even know what that means.
Like his credit value. Like I'm pretty sure no Flex just sent the house on him.
I thought you were doing like some stat thing.
Oh no. I was talking about his credits, but yeah. Hopefully he continues to play hard.
Yeah, because I pulled up the stat sheet. I'm like, oh look, there's letter grades again. I'm just like, where am I at? It's like, oh, it starts
I'm at the bottom.
me and Penguin right there, just above Pac-Man. High five.
That's why this podcast is the best because we got the whole range. We got the whole range of players here.
It should be noted that it's only based on a 7-minute game, but 3 of the bottom 5 players on the letter grades are on my team.
That's the only place is up from here, bro.
That's right.
Literally. Only off.
Imagine losing to us now. No pressure, people.
Yeah, honestly, that is pressure. Yeah, losing to you guys.
Oh shit. Okay.
Damn, I wish you were in my conference.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to segue to the conference conversation at some point.
True, we'll do it after the games.
What is this next game? This is Solace versus KD?
Oh yeah, KD. Yeah, I played this game.
This game is only 5-1, but it went like 30 minutes, it looks like, so that's
dude,
crazy.
Alright, man. I wasn't warmed up, alright? I didn't feel good for like 10 to 15 minutes. I was trading a lot.
Oh wow.
And then I was probably like 80 kills, 70 deaths, and then I just started turning it on, dude.
You got the Red Bull in you?
Yeah, I literally just got wings. But honestly, Grunt played really good this game despite the stat line. I actually think he got a lot of important kills on defense. Like, he knows where to be.
Oh yeah, he's a veteran of our sport for sure.
And Spoon ran good. Spoon's like pretty good at punching stuff. It actually kind of impresses me. He's a solid puncher.
Your team's great because I don't know who we would consider the fourth, but Grunt holding up 0.8 in almost a 30-minute game that's great. That's great.
Yeah, I could work with that. Like, it's not unsurmountable.
Yeah.
I think Aware played really good in this game. Actually,
he went even almost. So yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
He's my kryptonite. That's one of those players I just can't kill, but everybody else can. If I was like, Aware farms me all game.
It's pretty good you were able to get away with this because I feel like the longer you play a game like this, the more chance that Zim gets to kind of get back into form a little bit. And so I would imagine the quicker the game goes, the more in favor of the other team it would be. But it looks like it didn't really matter in this case.
No, I think I think like Pantherly plays a little bit too fast in this game mode.
124
I think it's a bad.
I was gonna say he ran away with the kill total. I was expecting to run away with this kind of stat in the season, but he's really gonna
7-second average life, boys. 7-second average life again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I concede this the average life and most deaths trophies to Panther Lily after 3 games.
I think that's how KD's team will improve, is if Panther Lily can slow down a little bit and really work together with Zim and Aware, because Zim and Aware are both on the slower side for sure.
Agreed.
In terms of pacing.
Yeah,
Maybe they need him to do that then.
I put this team so high because it just seemed like a very methodical team. I mean, you got Zim and KD who are just very good at mechanics and very good at awareness and positioning. And Panther, Lily, and Aware have never really slacked on position, in my opinion. Maybe you could say Panther has, but I just see so many worse teams than KD's lineup that I feel like if Zim got better at all, like this team would skyrocket up and start beating teams a lot more often.
Yeah, it may just come down to whether he feels like he's ever gonna put in the time to make the team good.
This team is like the 7th best team, I would say.
At this point, yeah. I overrated them clearly.
They're definitely in the middle of the pack in the hunt, and they're definitely in like the playoff hunt as well. Like I wouldn't solidify them, but I would say probably like 3rd or 4th seed.
Yeah,
it's still really early.
True.
Next we got, so this is interesting. This is Solids versus Novice.
Oh my god, this game was horrible, dude. I hated it.
You guys
playing
lost
playing against Novice and
wow.
Dylan, it literally feels like the moment it becomes 3v4, you just lose. And Dylan is always running to your plate, and if like you either let him there or you get punched by Novice with the ball, like you just get passed on. You know, it was a close game, but these motherfuckers are just so stressful to play against. I can't even explain it.
I agree. I mean, look at the KD, dude. They dropped a 0.7 overall. They all went mass negative, and they still beat you. Also, 5-4.
But this game is 5-4 in 11 and
11 minutes. That
this
is
game
insane.
was zooming.
There was no defense in this game by either team. It was really just about who won the tip-offs and got the ball.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those type of games, to be honest with you.
I mean, this is the way the Novice plays with Dylan. I mean, if you have Dylan on your team, this is really just how you play. I mean, you coached it for a season. You know how it goes.
Yeah, he will always run to the. He'll just cause problems. I mean, the stat line does not do him justice of him as a player.
No, it does not. Not in this game.
Probably not much to say about this game. I mean, trespass and PD. You know, they can. I don't know if they're gonna get better. I don't know
Novice
how they're gonna play.
is so abusive with the ball, and he's so punishing with the ball that like if you have players on your team that don't know how to space against the carrier, it's gonna probably be insanely hard to win.
Yeah, I don't. It seems like all the top players are taking on the runner role with him and Mav doing it. It's free kills.
Did anyone stream this? I'd like to watch a replay of this game.
Yeah, Spoon streamed this. Yeah.
Yeah, Spoon streamed.
Okay, cool.
But we can go to the next for sure. I hated that game anyway.
We'll talk about it. Chemical versus NCOT. I imagine this was over pretty quick. No, I mean 20 minutes.
This was a good game, yeah.
Yeah.
19 minutes.
5-1. We got NCOT's team dropping a 0.74. Chemical's team with a 1.25. Anything to say about this game?
Looks like they kind of just leaned on them until they fell over.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
If NCOT wants to make playoffs, Rain is gonna have to figure out how to be as good as Snipes. And like go positive.
That's what I have to say. That's the only way out.
Like he's gonna have to ascend.
We literally have Sev going positive. We have
everyone on that team is putting up positive 1.28, 1.2, 1.34s, and
that's terrifying.
That's a lot for Snipes.
Yeah.
There needs to be more.
Yeah, I guess NCOT's team needs to go back to basics and get some eyebrows in or something, dude. I don't know, some tanking practice. That's the only way they get better.
Or you can just start cheating and do some network manipulation stuff.
Cosmos is on the case, bro.
We can move on here. We got Chemical versus Noplex. I imagine the same story as last game. Yeah, it's a 5-0. A 1.46 now to a 0.62 overall on the scoreboard. Sab had no chance here. Sab literally had no chance.
Oh my god.
65 and 28.
65 and 2.32K. Yeah, that's unacceptable. Somebody's got to trade this guy out.
All right, listen. I have a Chemical rant. This guy plays non-committal Grifball, and it's disgusting. Okay. Like
what do you mean by that?
Like he will go out of his way to not die, even if it means his team gets scored on.
Oh, so me in Halo 3.
Yeah.
Literally
Yes.
me,
Basically that.
I would run away to avoid dying from the bomb explosion if I didn't feel like I could stop the goal.
I have seen this
Yeah.
man get a triple kill, about to score, and instead of running for it, the last guy will just like run away to keep his life up instead of getting the goal. I've seen this happen multiple
Yeah,
times.
like that is, and like he's mechanically sound. It's just like I don't know. I guess he's winning these games and it's a good thing, but what's holding him back from being the best is that this man just cannot just figure out when to correctly die.
Yeah, and thankfully you have Sev, Pop-Tart, and Priest who can do just that. And the fact that those three are going positive in most of these games, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they just haven't played a good team yet. You can say that about my team. Like, my team has played three of the worst teams in the league, according to most people. And
I mean, they beat my team pretty good in scrims, so
yeah,
we'll see how they get. We'll see how they fare.
Yeah, we'll see how they fare for sure. I just feel like this team is going to break apart at some point. I don't know if it's going to be at Chemical. I don't know if it's going to be at Pop-Tart. I mean, isn't Pop-Tart using only a sword, right? Or is he using hammer?
Nah, he'll pull out the hammer too.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him pulling out the hammer.
That's crazy.
He's not.
If only
he's not
Rage could do that.
He's not committed to the bit.
All right, we got game 2. We can skip through this pretty quick. It's just another 5-0. 1 point. It's even worse this time. 1.6. 0.56. Yeah, yeah. Another 2.0 from Chemical. 7 for 1.6.
Priest with a 1.86.
That's incredible.
That's disgusting.
There's nothing else we could say. Sab literally stands no chance. There's nothing he can do here. That's the last game in this group chat. There are more games played after the facts. I don't have them on hand though. You can go look for them.
Yeah, I don't know where anything is because there's no spreadsheet on in the channel where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and the schedule's not being updated. I don't really know what's going on there.
No, I think it's updated now.
We're still 3-0. We played our game against Scotland like 3 days ago.
Did you win?
Yeah, but let me find the captain chat.
What?
Here, I found some stuff.
Technical difficulty. Talk about V-Rise.
Well, we just did
April 28th. We're gonna do it.
Okay, wait. I found a Halo Waypoint link. Let me see if I can find the.
Oh, fun! Apparently, I can't look at Halo Waypoint links anymore unless I'm logged in.
Yeah, I hate
which
that.
is insane.
I hate that.
What is this gatekeeping?
Let me see if I can find Rank Slayer. What? Oh, it's match-made games. I'm pulling up my game against Scotland. There were other games as well, but we can get to it.
Yeah, so I pulled up a game. It was Evil versus KD. Evil won this game 5-2.
Okay. Can you link it? So I pull it up.
Actually, wait, is this one old? No, this one's old, I think. Sorry for baiting you. Unless Mav put up the exact same scoreline?
I don't think have we done Evil versus KD? I don't think we have. We've done Evil versus Avenger, and that's it.
Okay, I'll post this then.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go over my game versus Scotland real quick. This was 5-0 in 10 minutes. It was just another beatdown. There's really nothing to say here. They didn't have Spank. They had Epic, who's a runner. This team just fell apart.
What is that sub, though? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know. Scotland wanted it.
Isn't Spank? I can't even click on. Yeah, I'm getting access denied. Isn't this Spank just like straight tank?
Yes.
So they picked Beast, who's a runner. What the fuck?
Yes.
That's a Scotland play.
Okay. This is a waypoint link, but it's fine. Who won this game?
This is this game is Evil versus KD and
plus 51.
Mav scored all 5 goals, went plus 51.
Is this the one we saw earlier?
I thought so, but the score. I don't think Mav had all 5 goals in that game.
I'm pretty sure we were looking at Evil versus Avenger, not Evil versus KD.
Because I could have sworn, yeah, maybe he just had a very similar stat line again.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, so this one was Evil versus Avenger. Mav finished 94 and 46.
Yeah,
Now
so
he
this time
finished
he's
97
97.
46.
This is ridiculous. Somebody stop this, man. I'm
Yeah,
tired
he's
of it.
scoring all the goals. Probably some punches in there.
You know what I hate seeing? I hate seeing people lunge a runner by themselves.
I know.
We gotta get out of this
kill him
mindset.
one-on-one.
He's gonna hit
Exactly.
it.
Stop.
He's gonna hit it. Stop it. Today. Now.
You're nerfing your team by lunging the runner, bro. Stop.
It's really a shame. Yeah.
Like in any other Grifball version, any other game, it's a good play. In this shit, it's literally a bait, bro, by the runner.
Not in Halo 5, actually. Halo 5, well, I mean, not to the same extent here, but Halo 5, you could go 10 for 10 if you were getting swords at like max lunge. Like Ugloff was automatic with that shit. But this is a different monster. This is kind of ridiculous.
What do we got here? Evil versus Noplex. Yeah, Mav with a 2 KD almost. Mav seems to be a big fan of dropping kills in the 90 range and deaths in the 40 range. I feel like I've seen like 4 games already where he's done this.
Yeah, what if that's what he's going for just entirely? What if? Oh, you know what? If you make the game go long enough, he'll have to decide about going into the hundreds or dying more, and then he's not gonna be able to decide.
Bro, if the game went another 10 minutes, he'd have a 3 KD, man. I feel like it would be worse.
I gotta watch his games back because Crush Sin as their 4th is very good. Well, I don't even know if Sin's considered the 4th anymore. It's probably Evil at this point. I mean, Evil's going positive. Everybody went positive except Crush Sin, actually, so I guess that's not true. Sab 1.3. Pack Fan, yeah. Big Al, yeah. Noplex, yeah. They scored 3 goals?
True.
They scored 3 goals. Wow, that's impressive. Probably
That's some solid work.
Sab and Big Al getting shit done. There's always hope. Well, I think that was the
As
last
long
game
as you
we're
have
gonna do.
as long as you
we
have a
have-
Sab, there is always hope.
We have Ace Spence versus
another one.
Evil here.
Oh, another 5-4. 33 minutes. What the heck?
And Evil lost this. Spence won this game, and he went fucking hard. 101 kills, 66 deaths,
Yeah, that's
3 goals.
That's like a 1.5 basically. His entire.
I mean, he
team going
outperformed
negative.
Mav in this game. So
Yeah, I don't know why Mav couldn't find punches this time around. I guess Fancy's like one of the hardest players in this league to punch, but
I played Ace Spence, and I know why he couldn't find punches. And it's because Ace Spence's team spends half of the game hammer jumping.
Yeah, they're just they just fly in the air. I've noticed that in custom games. It's basically like playing against a Rocket League team that knows what they're doing. They're just never on the ground. Yeah, they're playing a different game.
So it makes sense that Mav couldn't pad him with the ball in this game, which is probably a good strat if you play Mav coming up for anybody who will.
All fun and games until the runner runs under you. So.
Looks like.
Although honestly, you really can't even get away with running under the runner because you just swing your hammer and you still do max damage 10 feet in the air. So.
If you have thrust and once they're broken, they're just dead. So it's actually dangerous.
I know Tommy wanted to make the game so you can't thrust while you're in the air. I don't know if people agree with that or not.
No, because then the thrust loses like 90% of its effectiveness.
I don't think 90% is an overvalue on that, but
okay,
yeah.
it's significant.
I do be jumping and thrusting sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do be.
I mean, you just get way more distance that way because it's not even.
It looks like Evil and Crush Sin got 3 goals between the two of them. That may have been defensive goals, defensive stops. I don't know if they swapped the ball a lot on Evil's team. But
I'm not sure either. I'm not sure if they did. I'm not sure if they were feeling the pressure of getting out tanked and they swapped mid game, maybe because maybe Mav felt that he needed to tank this game.
Yeah, that's always a problem.
He did die a lot more while the kills are the same, so that would be a possibility. Or he was just struggling against. I mean, it's Spence and Fancy, so that's a
true. It is a little hard to tank on him.
Lineup to go against.
All right, well, I believe that's all for the games. No, or do you have one more?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, we got the orange stuff out the way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some drama.
I just want to do standings real quick while we just finish game recaps.
Let me pull that up.
Yeah, because I have not actually seen the standings page yet, so I have no idea what the records are.
Can you?
I got it. I'll link you.
Okay. I have it here actually. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, standings are still not updated. We should be 4-0, not 3-0. We played this game like basically a week ago. I don't know what's going on.
Yo, is that a team with 0 games played?
That's
It's 3 teams with 0 games played.
It should be only
teams.
2. It should be only 2. It's just not reflected.
Yeah.
Okay.
I offered to update the schedule, but I was denied because they said they had it under control. I see a lot of games that should not be here.
Dude, I don't think you're never gonna have like an admin team trust you to do anything. I don't know.
That's why I asked Deathcrawler.
You're like you're
blacklisted.
Yeah.
Damn, is Evil really 5-1? Holy shit! Our Hammer Conference is fucking badass, bro.
How have they managed to play 6 games? How is Underrated played 8 games?
Schedule your games, idiot. I don't know.
No. That's an admin job. This is
So
bullshit.
we get it done. We get it done in Hammer Conference, okay, bro? Like I don't know what to tell you. We play games in Hammer Conference.
Outside of like Avenger and Daedric, it feels like these teams are very easy to schedule with, and all these teams are.
True.
Yeah. Not good. Yeah, I mean you get KD being 0-3 is crazy.
So, who do you guys think is going to make the playoffs in Sword Conference? The 7 teams being Aspence, Novice, KD, NCOT, Epic, Squirrel, and Skolin. Like which 4 teams do you guys have?
I think it's gonna look the exact same like it does right now, except we're gonna swipe NCOT spot.
I totally agree. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I would agree. I would be disappointed if you didn't.
Because KD goes 0-3, but like looking at the roster, that looks like a team that should make playoffs.
Yeah, and also
just give them time.
Unless like Hawk and Squire are like the chosen ones, like I don't see what they're gonna do. They don't even play customs. I don't even know who's on this team anymore. Squire, Hawk, and
yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know. This team might forfeit. Like this team might not even play. Like they just might drop out.
I think Hawk
You're
is
highlighting
just
over my
back
team
today.
when you said that. Oh, damn right. I'm on a delay. Never mind. I was looking at your stream. You're like, this team's gonna drop out. You're just like highlighting over my team. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh.
We're gonna play some games.
And
Yeah,
then
Hammer.
I think in Hammer the 4 seeds we see now will be the 4 in.
It's kind of sad because there's no underdog story that we could talk about, but I just don't see it, if I'm being completely honest.
I think the underdog story that I'm going to keep an eye on is actually Squire. Like Squire and Hawk are actually pretty good. It all depends how bad that double dude is. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Double or whatever. It all depends on that. But
and
Squirrel,
Endesis, right? Oh god.
Yeah, and Endesis. Yeah.
Ugh.
It literally just all depends on that, but
wait, so are there like 2 Legion of Toast players on that team?
Basically.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But listen, there's a scenario where they could make it because I think Sword Conference is going to get kind of janky.
Maybe that's good for player retention.
Like I think Aspence and Novice are going to have like hella wins, and then I think like the other 4 teams are going to be like the neuter dogs, bro.
Yeah, whoever's at the top of Hammer Conference will probably be the best team.
I'd agree with that.
Any games?
Speaking of conferences
today?
Yeah, what do you got, Ridge?
I don't know why we're only playing 1 game against teams outside of conference.
So,
do these games take so long that we don't want to play more games?
They were worried about that for some reason. Although half of these games have been under 10 minutes, so I definitely do agree that I wish they were all doubleheaders.
I agree too. That would be how many games instead of 19? It'd be
like it'd only be like 26.
Yeah, it'd be 26.
Yeah, and it's not like you're doing any more scheduling. You're just playing one more game.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're already making schedule plans for 1 game, it's like you might as well just play 2, bro.
Yeah, I hate play 1 game. That's 4
it's pretty awful. So I've mentioned this to you guys off recording. I've mentioned it to other people too. But I mean, I want to bring back the 3-game series concept that we ran in Halo 5, where you would play against all the other teams, but every scheduled matchup on the schedule was a 3-game series. And then the standings are based on what your series record is, and then total games won and lost would be your tiebreaker. We did that in Halo 5 for one season, and it was, I thought it was a huge success. I thought it was really cool and made games really interesting. I would much rather do that than one game against half the league. I think that's lame, and I just want to throw that idea back out there.
I actually suggested that when they were talking about the format that we have now. I suggested that, and I got some positive feedback from a couple of admins, but they ended up being too concerned that it was too many games to play in a season. I just hope that now we know that these games are short in a league setup like this. They do not last long with 4-second respawns and a overpowered runner. So there's no reason we can't do that.
Yeah, I agree with what you guys said.
Bring it back.
The longest game I've seen in any Infinite.
It was like 30 minutes. It was like 30 minutes.
I think there was a 40-minute one last season, but yeah, like the average is like what, 10, 15?
Yeah, 10, 15, 20. No more than that.
Yeah, and Halo 5 games back in the day were longer. They weren't like Halo Reach or Halo 3 games, but they were longer than this, that's for sure. And then even that was still fine. This is totally reasonable.
Yeah, so I think next season we should definitely be doing that. Or I don't know if they would change it mid-season. Probably not.
No, you can't do it mid-season.
But yeah, 19 games. I mean, it's fine. But I hate getting on to play Scott's team.
One game. Yeah,
and
agreed.
And KD, and yeah. Some feedback for some people.
Also, just actually schedule all the games, please.
That too.
Fuck.
I don't know what I don't know. I mean, like, look at this. Like, how many games are here? That's a lot of games.
Look, I'm sorry. I need to say it. The worst thing I've seen so far of everything I have to complain about is the schedule. That is fucking insane that half the games are free schedule.
It's not even being updated. I mean, we played this game how long ago?
I'm not even gonna whine about it not being updated because I don't look at it. All I see is a giant list of matchups that should be on the left side of the spreadsheet, but instead they're on the right side of the spreadsheet.
If you get into Grifball politics, scheduling games is like up there on the list somewhere.
That's why everyone hates
easy. I think it's easy, bro.
I don't have
everyone hates being a captain because scheduling games.
Yeah,
it's a pain in the ass.
I know Genji had a problem with it because he had to free schedule all of his games and he didn't even want to be a captain, and it was just like hell.
If you told me that I had to schedule over half the games, there's zero chance I would ever sign up to be a captain again. Well, I'm never gonna do it anyways. But back in the day, I would be like, no, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. That's terrible. You get 4 days of availability from everybody, and then there's always gonna be a day of overlap, and you put in the schedule. It's fine. After that, if people have to reschedule, fine, that's on them. But this is killing me. I don't even know when the next game is. I think it's Sunday.
It is Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah, but after that, I have no idea when our next game is.
I have seen tournaments where we get 60 Grifballers on at one time. I just always have trouble believing that like we can't get teams together sometimes.
You just have to give them something to commit to at least force their hand to do something. Either say, I'll be there and I'll make it work and be there, or not gonna work, have to move it somewhere else. But at least the process gets started.
True, I agree with that.
We should bring some guests on this podcast. We could look into that. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be pretty.
Let's do it with that guy who just got banned.
Do you guys have any early, like 1/4 of the way through the season MVP ballot? Any ideas here?
Sab.
Probably Sab, Mav.
I would love to put Sab in that category. It could even be Chemical. I mean, if he has a team around him that could do everything, he might just get kills, and the stats will be too strong to deny it.
I can't give it to Chemical. Priest is currently an A-.
Is he really? Oh my god, he is.
Yeah, he's the 9th best player.
Hey, and I'm just telling you guys, if we end up with a positive record at any point during the season, you have to throw in Shrek's name.
That's fine. That's fine.
You guys have a chance to win. You just gotta get.
I think Novice is a good bet as always.
Who's won MVP each season?
I don't know.
Was it Sab last season, or was it somebody else?
I think it was Novice.
It was Novice last season, really?
He had the best record.
Yeah, but
I
he
think it
lost
should
in
be
playoffs,
Ace,
didn't he?
whether he played or not.
Oh god.
I think that shit is done before playoffs.
Oh. Oh.
How is that stuff decided now? Do you guys vote on it, or do
We vote.
do the admins just pick?
Mav runs a he runs a thing.
You're
He
right.
DMs
I
everybody.
remember. Yeah, I've seen that. That's right.
But probably like Mav is a good bet right now. Sab, probably you, Lux. I don't know where you are on the stat sheet, but you're somewhere over here.
His letter
You're
grade is
top.
at the very top. I mean, stat wise, you can't deny Mav's numbers. Mav's numbers are pretty ridiculous.
It's a lot of kills for a runner.
It's a lot of kills.
He's on the top of every leaderboard I have here. Almost, anyway.
Yo, hold up. How are you able to track pass in goals?
I don't know.
I don't know the math.
Because low main is at the top.
Yeah, he makes plays. He is now a playmaker.
Oh, Mav is top in ball punches, dude. What a little stat pattern, bro.
Look at second place. 125 to 46. What is going on here?
God, it's disgusting.
Somebody stop this, man. We need to
can we talk about wait, hold on. Can we talk about how number 2 is Big Al?
Shout out to him, honestly.
Putting up some numbers.
My boy Big Al's going hard.
Wait, if he's got all those ball kills, what's his hammer ratio look like?
Not good.
I don't know where to look at that.
Well,
I mean, just go to his stats and then take off the 46 punches.
How does Mav have 20 betrayals? What is he doing?
He's probably hammer jumping all over the place.
Mav's betrayal numbers are pretty high, bro. You probably haven't really played with Mav, but Mav kind of...
He don't care?
Mav isn't so good at working with others. That's all I'm going to say. Mav is an operator who works alone.
He's a lone wolf. That makes a lot of sense,
Ducky being 21, Mav being 20, and Evil being 19, it's like,
oh, wow.
Oh shit, they betray.
And who's their fourth? Crush
Oh, it's monstrous. Yeah, no, it's monstrous. He's 14, yeah.
Oh.
I think I might be able to go the whole season without a betrayal.
Dude, they're actually wiping each other out. Oh my god, they hate each other. That's a good observation, actually. Gingy's been wiping us out too a lot. I think he got like 10 betrayals in like a 9-minute game or something at one point.
I want Spoon to get runner of the season. That's my mission this season.
I hope so. We're probably gonna have some drama about that.
Stats are gonna be cracked, but Spoon is gonna have a shit ton of goals by all said and done.
Turnover rate matters too for me when I'm voting for a runner anyway.
I agree.
But that's kind of hard to measure. You have to actually watch the games, and most people don't. So.
You know, for somebody who uses the sword as much as he does, I'm looking at Pop-Tart top 10 in KD right now.
He uses the hammer, bro. Stop.
I look at ratios.
If you walk him down, man, if you walk Pop-Tart down, he will pull out the hammer, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, against me he will.
I mean, against me he does. Yeah.
Although, I mean, I think there's like a gentleman's understanding with me and Pop-Tart that if we see each other on the court, we're obligated to just run up and trade with each other. It's only fair.
Me and Steven used to do that in Reach. Just spawn and trade.
Well, yeah, Reach. That's just, half the kills anyways.
Do you guys want to talk about why our respawns are still 4 seconds with spawn protection? Any discussion on the matter?
I will talk about spawn protection all day.
All right, how do you feel about it?
I feel like it's one of the dumbest things we've seen in Grifball. I mean, this whole entire podcast is called the Spawn Trap, and I didn't even want to name it that because we can't even spawn trap in this game reliably.
Well, hold on. You can still spawn trap in this game, but I think an attempt to nerf it with spawn protection is a terrible way to go about it.
Spawn protection is bad. I get punished for going forward all the time.
It's blasphemous.
I don't know why we
So
can't have it off.
I'm with spawn protection at 4-second respawns because, like, if you get spawn killed, it's so hard to survive. It's like incapable to it's like just impossible to 3v4. And like if respawns are 3 seconds and the hammer takes forever to swing and maybe you can get a refrag with spawns coming in that fast, I'm open to the change.
Okay. So you're saying like 3 second spawns are too quick and your teammate can't come and save you in that amount of time? Because
I'm saying 3 seconds without spawn protection is something I would be open to trying, but I'm saying I don't like 4-second respawns without spawn protection.
I clearly haven't played enough Infinite to tell the difference. I have not been spawn trapped like that to where I can't get out. That is a challenge to anybody to get me in a spawn trap without spawn protection, but I don't know. I played in game modes where we don't have spawn protection, and I just haven't seen it. We've played years of this shit. Spawn trapping is part of the culture. Just don't get wrecked.
True.
Yeah, it's not like you haven't been able to lock down spawns in other games before. I think honestly, you know which games have had like some of the absolute worst spawn traps that you literally could not get out of were Reach and Halo 5.
I couldn't speak on Halo 5. Like Halo 4, like nobody spawn trapped in Halo 4, like in League anyway.
No, Halo 4 was a lot harder. I think the spawns in Halo 4 because the court was also like a lot wider. Yeah, like it was. Yeah, you couldn't do that. Halo Reach, you could like go on top of the wall hop and just like hammer jump and time it perfectly, and then there was just absolutely nothing the spawner could do because the spawns are trash and they would just spawn them in the same spot. And then Halo 5 had incredibly broken spawns that you could manipulate. We had to mess with those stupid maps for so long to make it to the point where the spawns were feasible. There were literally points where you could have one player stand in one spot and one player stand in another spot, and then the players would spawn in one spot on the court every single time, over and over again, and it would never break. It was genuinely broken.
Are you guys glad we played Thrust instead of Back to Basics this season?
I cannot imagine a lamer idea than playing Back to Basics for a season.
Thank God.
I am fine with Thrust, yeah. I actually prefer tanking on Back to Basics, but overall I prefer Thrust.
Did anyone play that double thrust game type that I've heard was thrown around? Because I did not play on that.
I played it.
It was actually kind of fun, but there is like that mechanic where you could just basically slide. It was a little weird. And honestly, the whole double thrust thing, it didn't really like feel like you could do much with it. Like you can't go left and then right and then get out of a fight. It was too short.
Yeah, all you could do is go forward or backwards. It was some bullshit.
Yeah, it was weird.
Wait, you couldn't go forward. Wait, you couldn't go forward and backwards? What?
You couldn't like get out of you couldn't go like left then right, like you know what I mean? Like the thrust distance was like half the distance it is now, about.
Yeah, so it felt kind of pointless at times to use.
Oh, so like I couldn't run up to someone, jump to the side, thrust the other direction, and then thrust back the other direction.
Correct.
And then lunge them or something.
And then put them in a blender. No, you can't do that. That's not how it works.
Oh, okay. That sounds like... Okay, that's the whole reason I would have wanted to try it.
Yeah. There were no like crazy cool plays adding that double thrust at all that I saw anyway. Because the thrust was just so short. I'm glad we steered away from that game mode.
Now, how about the grapple?
Bring it back. Come on. What are we doing?
Grapple with thrust?
I don't know. Because to get grapple, you have to get rid of thrust.
Oh. Oh, fair point. Well, I mean, you could still have thrust, but then drop it for grapple.
Yeah.
I don't see why we couldn't have like a loadout with grapple.
Action season, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the action season thing.
I'm not saying the grapple should have the same cooldown it does when you pick it up off the ground normally, but like I think the cooldown should be increased. It should basically be treated as like the evade in Dash. You know what I mean?
I pushed. Listen, nobody's gonna stand up for grapple more than me. I think 3 charges was way too many. It should be 1. I think you should only have 1 charge when you pick it up.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, 1 charge. Yeah. I think that's way better.
I actually said when this game first came out, or when Grifball came out more accurately, that Repulsor was going to end up being more busted than Grapple, and it was in Season 1 because if you trapped a runner, he was never throwing the ball out. You were just going to Repulsor it. There was nothing you could do.
The Repulsor utility, and I never got to play it, but in theory, the Repulsor utility was insane. Oh, you're gonna throw the ball back? Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, when
you're gonna
pancake,
you're gonna stand still in front of the plate before my runner goes in? I don't think so. Get the fuck out of here. Gone.
Yeah, and when you could pancake people off the wall and get the kill with repulsors,
God.
it was like turbo broken, bro.
I fucking hate
that
Season
sounds
1.
really cool. Oh, that literally is like the ultimate counter to the wall tanking. You can't stand near the wall anymore. Repulsor, dead.
Yeah, but it basically made playing defense on your plate impossible.
Yeah, that was always gonna be the concern.
It was a battle for the mid-court sides to get the power up.
But I do think class-based Grifball might be the way to go. Maybe like 3 classes, like thrust. Maybe not even a repulse class. Maybe just like a thrust and grapple.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. One class hammer and grapple. One class hammer and repulsor. One hammer and grapple, and then one person just sword.
This is becoming an action season already.
sword and nothing.
Death showed me a concept. I thought it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. We have never played a game on it yet.
What, the shadow realm thing? Or the upside down?
No. You spawn in, and you spawn in like a box, like how you would in Halo 4. You'd pick your class, and then you go through the teleporter, and you'd spawn in on the court. And there were like
that's
4
really
or
neat.
5 classes you could pick from, and you couldn't change your class. And only one person per class. So you had to actually a team mental game, like who's going to do what.
Skill sets actually matter.
It was actually so cool, and I don't know where it's at now. If Def, you're listening to this, you should bring it back, or at least run a custom on it if you have it done.
We just got outvoted. That's all that happened is we got outvoted on it.
Look, he made a game type where you spawn like it's a regular court, but then if you press a button, then you go into the dark dimension kind of a thing, and you're immune to any kind of damage for people who are in the other dimension, but anyone who goes into that dimension with you can kill you in there. But then the ball has to stay in the regular dimension. It sounds ridiculous.
Cool.
It was really cool.
I made a joke about it killing the lobby, but it actually was pretty fun.
I don't think I would ever look at it at a competitive thing, but it was really cool that you can actually make that in this game. It was a really neat concept.
Now, if you want to get the hammer to swing a little bit faster, that's never happening, of course, but
I mean,
you can do that. You can make other dimensions.
literally make the upside down, but no, can't swing the hammer any faster or slower or anything. You can't change anything about it. It's just forever garbage. Dark dimension though.
Dark dimension though.
The joke is that we're always in the dark dimension.
In this era, well, we are. What happened? What happened today with Spank?
Oh, he tried to bypass the banned word filter again, and he's been timed out. It was super creative. I will give him credit for the creativity around getting around it. Obviously, not going to say it here, but he bypassed it again, and he has several pages of bot warnings and timeouts and stuff in the channel that I looked at. He got an indefinite ban for the foreseeable future. Don't know how long it is yet. We have not determined that. But no, I'm not going to undo it because he has quite the history already. It's not hard to not get banned in this server, especially if we're doing the same thing over and over again. Obviously, this doesn't learn a lesson. Be smarter, please.
Bro, just slur in another server, bro. It's not that
Come
hard.
to my server. You can slur as much as you want in there. It's a personal server. Do what you want.
Or in DMs.
Or DMs.
It's not that hard.
Or DMs. Or DMs.
It's the internet. There's a million places you can go and do that, and it's fine. Don't do it here.
What would you say to the people who take the stance of Grifball is a very niche game, so we shouldn't have rules? Because some people seem to feel that way.
It's a niche game where we have a tiny community, don't have any rules.
Some people think like banning him is bad because we have a limited player base and pushing
I
them
mean,
away, even though if they make dumb
I
decisions, it's bad play.
think like the 2-week timeout is fine.
2 weeks is a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I think it's fine. He didn't get banned from playing the season games, bro. It's just the Discord.
I think if you want to have a server where you're cool with people saying slurs and all this other stuff, I will sell you the server for a very low price of $89,200. As of this recording, it might have gone up since then.
Probably.
Probably.
The market's in a recession. It should have go down.
Boo.
It did go down. It was at like
Okay.
96. It was at like 96.5.
Okay.
It went all the way down to 89. All right.
It's a bargain.
It went down a significant percentage. All right. But yeah, we're putting the tariffs on the slurs. So no, you cannot do that shit here. Stop trying to bypass the word filter. It's there for a reason.
Some people don't
yeah,
like bad words,
fuck
I
off.
guess.
I mean, it was creative, Spank. I'll miss you. Come back soon. Just be smarter next time, bro.
I want to bring him back, but give him the Uber bitch role, so he's still in the server, but he can only talk to the admins. Because I think that's creative.
I always really like the Uber bitch role, but there is two problems with it. One, I have to update it every single time a channel is made, and we kind of redid the server for a bit, so I had to go in and do all that, and I really don't feel like doing it. Because two, you can just leave the server and come back and it's gone. Oh, yeah. So it doesn't actually work properly.
Okay, well, I think at that point you could just, Yeah,
because we're not here to micromanage people quitting and joining the server. Although at the same time, if they did that to get out of the Uber bitch role, then that would just become a ban.
I agree.
That's essentially ban evasion. That's what Ironbound Moon is banned for.
But we still don't know what he actually did originally, right?
No, that is lost. That is lost to history. I have no idea.
He's kind of good at Halo 4. He's kind of good at Halo 4, by the way.
His official ban reason is ban evasion. I have no idea what the what it used to be. Yeah. There's a statute of limitations for that, I guess. But the ban evasion just keeps resetting. So
I've had people message me telling me to lead the revolution today. I just want everybody to know I am never starting a new Grifball server, and I am most likely never becoming an admin ever again. I will only do things that I want to do.
Fucking clowns. You've gone through this revolution shit before, all right? There's always been a third party server or something for people who get pissy about moderation or the way that the league is run. There's always been an IGL, a UGL, an NGA. There's always something that comes up, and it always dies because at the end of the day, you bring in the toxic people, and the server becomes super toxic, and most people are not into that all the time. It always fails. Decades of history behind this.
I wouldn't recommend anybody start a new league. I recommend if you want to grow the game,
bro.
It's never going to see true growth in Halo. I don't care to work.
If anybody wanted to start a new league, they would have.
They have,
but they don't want to put in the work, and it shows because every time they try to put in the work, it lasts for one season and then it dies. And most of the time that season is inconsequential, and it doesn't matter at all because it's incredibly uncompetitive and not serious.
Would you say the Reach season you played in was uncompetitive?
100% yes.
Really? Every Reach season is uncompetitive. It's Reach.
Yes.
That's not true.
I disagree. That was one of the most competitive seasons I've ever played in.
No, it was a good season. It was fine.
Which season are we talking about?
The Reach season where it had so many good players that saw us went to the second round.
That's cool. Which season are we talking about?
You weren't there, Rich.
The GWL one? Yeah, I don't think you were there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dead League.
Yeah.
What happened to that server, by the way?
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't want to run it anymore.
That's why you don't rebel.
Oh, and I'm gonna back you up here, Jaden. I'm gonna back you up here because there is the narrative that you rage deleted that server because you lost that season. That was not what happened. I was in the party with him when he deleted it. That's not what happened. I don't know what happened, but we were having a good time and we thought it was funny. It was not a rage delete.
Yeah, it was definitely not a rage delete. However, I'm okay with that sticking. I think somebody said no balls, and that was it for me because I was already checked out.
Yeah, you were done. You said before that you were probably gonna delete the server.
Here's what happened.
I don't know why.
I'll tell you what happened. I actually ran a competitive league with no sub rules, won all 3 events, realized I was the best to ever touch the game, and ended it. That's what happened. And then I come back to playing something that's not ran by me. I get fucked by a sub rule, and then I never play again until this season.
And until the next season.
Until 4 seasons later.
Oh, 4 seasons later.
So we're gonna see how this. Season,
oh yeah, you're right.
We're gonna see how this season goes. No
Did you allow
stupid sub rules,
in your server?
please. What?
Did you allow slurs in your server?
Not no crazy shit. However, I would never permaban somebody for saying the word spank said. I think that's a little bit much.
Well, it's not because he said that word. It's because
it's
he has
his 7th page of saying it.
Yeah, he has like 15 recorded instances of trying to do shit like that.
There were some Reach kids who would come in and like spam the N word. Like I would never put up with that, but you know, like the actual like degenerates. But I don't know. I think sometimes a little harsh. But...
No, he is Josh Gordon getting suspended for smoking weed 5 times in a row in like 5 years or whatever he did, or John Morant doing this stupid gun
finger
shooting
gun gesture.
His finger gun gesture, or the fucking with 2 hands or whatever he done it. This like within 24 hours of being told stop doing it twice. It's repeated actions.
I think some people just feel like
the issue.
This league is not like we're not looking forward to anything. Like some people just don't feel like these rules don't really need to be in place because we're not we don't have any sponsors to really, read to.
I mean, if you're not invested, isn't that just their own problem? I don't know. I'm invested. Like I want to win.
Like I would hate to, like I saw Shrek say this, like I would hate to ban Spank, lose Spank and Shrek because of Spank's actions, and then have the next season be dead.
Yeah, I've heard that a million times over.
Bro, he's not even banned from playing in events or in-season games.
Well,
it's just a Discord.
It's just the action of doing this is going to drive people away. I understand that, but
I think constantly going and calling people slurs will also drive people away.
If somebody called me what Spank called whoever, I would laugh because that's very genius.
Well, that's fine. Me too, but I'm not gonna say that everyone reacts the same way.
There are people in this community who literally like drive like newer players away, and they're still here. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's always a what if scenario, or what about? Oh, that's what it's called. It's like a what about scenario.
What about?
Yeah, there's always a million things. The overarching issue is that you're breaking the rules that are very easily viewable, very in place, and very easy to follow. Stop breaking the fucking rules. It's not hard.
Hey, do you guys have any most improved candidates for this season? Any names to keep an eye out on?
Priest, right?
I'd say like.
Or does that not count because he was good at the start of the season?
No, that counts. Priest was like mid last season. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like he was good at the start of this season.
How about his Lomain?
You know what I mean?
That'd be fine. Lomain's good. I think Priest is actually really good name for this. I think Death is a good name.
I mean, I wouldn't put Lomain as most improved, even though he's my teammate, because he's always been playing like this.
Well, no. Also, it's not like from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. It's from
forever
prior to this season to this season.
Like a breakout season is really what it should be.
I wouldn't put Lomain then. I would put Priest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
probably like Priest, Tommy, Death. No, you're at an all-time low right now.
That's what I mean. You just wait.
Yeah, I mean, if you turn it around, yes.
You're above Pac fans, so there's something to be proud of. Good job.
I'm below Legion of Toast.
And Triumph Penguin.
When are you gonna play a game, dude? Jesus, I mean, come on. We're about to be in a week 3, brother.
I don't know. All of our games weren't scheduled, so
let's not make this season run till June, please. Can we get our game scheduled and play?
Bro, my games are on the schedule. It's your captain's problem here, Rage.
No. Well, I mean, we are specifically not scheduling games right away because we need custom lobbies. But now we're at that point, so we can start scheduling shit.
We could play our game sooner if you want.
No.
See.
Is our game scheduled?
Yeah, it's like.
Oh yeah, then we're definitely not moving it. We have enough issue. There are enough games to be scheduled manually. I'm not even considering
You're not even.
rescheduling
You're not
other
even
games
doing the
just
work.
for the fun of it. What?
You're not even doing scheduling stuff.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Rage, you have a game Sunday and
Against who? Against who?
Wednesday. So he
Oh,
plays Evil. No, you play
I think.
Evil on
Oh no,
Sunday.
no, I'm
They're gonna
sorry.
get rolled.
I think we're scrimming you.
Yeah, you play Evil on Sunday. You play Chemical on Wednesday. Probably gonna get your ass beat.
Look, it's all fun and games until I get some bullshit sword trades or these RTDS things, and then we win 5-0, and I make a little video about it with the
Oh
Curb Your
God.
Enthusiasm theme. Yo, you should put that video at the end of this podcast. I don't know how widespread it got. In fact, I don't think most people saw it. I thought it was funny.
I'm sure you did.
Stalls, did you see it? I'll send it to you.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah. We'll see.
He's mad. He's mad we beat him in
if-
scrims and stuff, right?
If nothing else, it'll be in the comment section down below wherever Jaden posts this.
It will be deleted. Censorship season.
Censorship.
Season. I find the video very appalling because you cut stuff out of context to make it look like I was saying something I didn't.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, bring in the whole video and just tell me how it's entirely different where the context changes everything about it. I'm going to change your name into the server into the URL of that video.
Into what?
The URL to the video. So, and whenever you speak, it's just going to be there for everyone to be like, "Ooh, what's this?" Copy paste.
I don't think Discord will let you do that, will it? That's a pretty long name.
For anything else you guys want to cover? Any topics?
There is a poll. I just saw the poll in the chat. Should Spank be an admin? We have 10 votes, 9 votes for yes, 1 vote for no. The only vote for no is a previous admin of AGLA. So,
where is that?
Oh, actually, Def voted yes.
NCOD voted no, bro. Yeah, that's why we hate NCOD.
Def voted yes, actually. So, and we have Spankatron. Remember, Rip Spanklin, Free Spanks. If Spanks banned, we riot. See, this is what I'm talking about.
I didn't get to vote yes.
Why are we upsetting people? We're just upsetting all these people, dude. Now,
fucking cry about it.
I don't think these guys are gonna riot because I think a lot of these guys aren't actually about that revolution life. I think they just like to say they are because it looks cool.
Yeah, but that's most people.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually gonna do anything. I think tomorrow, Spank will never be mentioned again until he's back. So yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, because like you said, it's just like, okay, you know what? You hate the server so much, go make your own and run your own league. And this is like, oh, I don't want to run my own league. That sounds like work.
I don't regret doing that at all. Me and Star had a lot of fun doing it.
It doesn't mean it can't be something wrong in the short term. Just understand. By the end of it,
I enjoyed the tournament.
My server will still be here, and I will continue to raise the value of my server until the day I sell it. And your server will disappear into the void, just like yours did. The server price is now 89,250.
Nobody's buying that. All right, moving on.
It's gone up.
Yeah, I think that's it. We should talk about guests for upcoming podcast if we want to do that.
Spank.
Besides Spank.
Okay.
I'm down for Spank, by the way, but I'm just saying, like, throw some names out there.
No, he'll get us banned off Twitch. I don't know.
So
I think just kind of throw it out there and be like, oh, who wants to do it, and then just reject most people.
True. You can have 3 guys yelling at you and questioning you about your entire life. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I think Mav would be good. I think Shrek would be good.
I would ask very interesting questions instead of basic stuff.
I think Chemical might be okay.
How about Mungo?
Novice would be good. Mungo would be good. Tommy would be good.
Hack fan.
I don't know about that.
Oh no.
Death would be really good, I think, for like an action season discussion.
I'd like to see Shrek on here.
We need Boss Tycoon on here.
You're gonna inflate his ego so hard, bro.
That's the whole point.
Oh God.
He is a good boy now. He is reformed, and it is boring as shit. We are going to bring him back to 2011. We are going to get wherever that old boss is. It's in there somewhere, and we are going to enjoy like the next 18 months of boss
I think
of like
Cosmos would be
2011
good.
boss until he goes back into jail.
Well, I would like to talk to Cosmos.
Cosmos would be good.
What do you guys think about the whole no thrust thing with him? Do you think that's stupid to have him doing that, or do you think he should be able to do what he wants?
I don't think there's
it's stupid.
anybody who is allowed to call it stupid less than I am.
I don't think it's stupid. I literally just think it's a choice. Same thing Rage is doing. It's a choice.
I agree with that. I do think it's bad that some players have to do this to stay entertained, but that's the fault of the game.
I mean, at the end of the day, the league structure isn't at the highest level. It's not enough to keep him entertained. You know, like.
That's how it is for a lot of players.
An Emmy season isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
This is literally an Emmy season. I mean, like
this is an Emmy
we
season.
didn't get pro Emmy,
Yeah.
but we got Emmy season basically. I mean.
Yeah, this is definitely an Emmy season.
I have the AGLA championship spreadsheet that has every championship except for one Halo 5 season that I couldn't find. All the way back to the original 8 tournament, and I will be putting this in as a Halo Infinite amateur Emmy League tournament or league.
Where'd you put the previous ones at?
I think I just put Halo Infinite.
Okay, because
I didn't specify.
We held a poll, and I think we had 3 options. Which were what we got now, which is like 14 captains, no fifths at all. And then we had another option, which was like 11 to 12 teams with fifths, and then we had a pro Emmy. I voted pro Emmy. However, I can argue good things and bad things for each one.
Oh, yeah, here we go. So I have pro amateur nothing. I have pro amateur legacy, that one like legacy season we did in Halo 5. And then I have like console and PC when we did the console splits. Yeah, this one has no designation. It's just a Halo Infinite season.
Gotcha.
I definitely think this is an Emmy season. I think.
What did you guys want to win?
I think the format needs to be decided before signups open, so that way we don't have to run polls and we don't have to bitch. Just throw it out there and be done with it. I voted 12 teams with this.
Which is hilarious because as a better captain, you were supposed to be the one with like the horrible fourth. But you got a great team.
Oh yeah, it is hilarious that I swerved the bullet. Yeah. I did not take the bullet. I let others take the bullet.
Imagine my team.
I put the AGLA Champions thing in the chat. If you want to pull it up, I don't think a lot of people have seen this or probably even know that it's real.
Oh yeah, I used to have this.
I've seen this.
Yeah, you used to show this. This is every season since the beginning of Grifball, basically, since the original 8.
All the way back to the original 8 tournament.
Halo 3.
Everything is in here except for like a amateur Halo 5 season. Everything on that is gone.
Halo 3 Reach. Not many Reach seasons, it looks like. Well, I guess we didn't run all these tournaments, but 4, MCC Halo 4, Halo 5, and then MCC until today.
Can't believe I didn't win a Halo 4 ship, dude. I'm so fucking pissed.
Tell you what, man, though that little streak of Halo 4, those prime Halo 4 seasons, the early bid league, and honestly, I had a lot of fun in those MCC Reach seasons during COVID.
This Dash League, yeah, I didn't play in any leagues, I don't think.
That was the one where I went for 0 kills.
The Dash season, yeah, because that had like 4 teams.
Yeah.
That wasn't really
We're counting it. It had more than 4 teams, all right? Of course, yeah.
It had like 4 teams.
There has to be a record of a Dash season here because all of the other ones were GGL, and you can click on the GGL tab. I have all of those too.
There's probably a shit. Oh, okay. I was gonna say this should be full, but there's nothing here. Shit's dead, bro. No. You got nothing here. Okay. HLA.
No, I tried to get those off the hub, but the way that the site was set up, it just the info didn't save, so I don't have anything from the GGL stuff. I could probably do some things off of memory, but it's just going to be so incomplete. I don't want to do it. I wouldn't have rosters.
There's so many fun seasons here. A lot of people. It's funny. A lot of people watching this weren't a part of this era of Grifball.
Yeah, look at all these names, dude.
Some people were.
And then have the leaderboard. Scroll to the right. There's the championship leaderboard.
Oh, okay, cool. Silva and Shadow at the top, of course.
Yep.
All their Halo 3 ships that, you know.
Ace with the only person with Halo 3 Reach 4 and 5 championships.
Ooh. He doesn't have an infinite ship now. He used to be the only one to fall games. He doesn't have infinite anymore.
Yeah, they don't feel like
That's
counting.
true. That's true.
Sab hasn't won at H4. HLA season?
Nah.
Really?
Nah, he didn't
Nah.
win shit.
Nah, not in H4.
I didn't win either though. I made like 5 ships.
Huh.
You know who's not on here?
I mean,
my boy Boss Tycoon is not on here.
I did win 1, yeah, that's true. Poor boss.
Look how
Poor
long
boss,
this goes
dude.
for. You won a split season. Nice. Good job. DJ Blue has a ship.
DJ Blue has a name ship, yeah. It's a lot of names on here. Look at that. How many total? There are
10. I'll have a total.
246 different players
Pretty impressive.
with a championship somewhere.
In HLA.
In HLA, yeah. And shout out to who is Zeg, I'd say is the furthest back. Semi-active. Well, Zeg's not really active now, but I mean, if we add him, he'd be here. All the way back in Summer League 08, Zeg is here winning a championship. Or we can go a little bit later and get NCOD, who is still currently active.
Oh, yeah, so we got Zeg here in 08, and then
NCOD, Winter League 2009 champion with Gaming So Hard. And this dude.
Oh, this one.
And then this dude is over here, Summer League 22, winning Halo 3 again. And he's still playing Infinite today. That's wild. That dude won a Halo 3 championship, 2 Halo 3 championships 13 years apart.
Still got it. Grifball's like riding a bike, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh, look, I was on his team both times. The first time as Thumi. Because people think I'm Thumi for some reason.
Lots of names here we'll never see. Shout out to these original 5. I don't know any of these people. Actually.
Yeah. Those names are there, and then they're just never seen again.
And they won.
But they won.
Flowers,
they were the first,
bro. And I don't know any of these other people.
Just
know quick thing.
Just saying. Grifball outlived Rooster Teeth.
Fucking true.
At least they built something that lasted.
What do you mean?
You just said it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I mean, they are coming back. Rooster Teeth is back. They did, I think Portnoy did that, where he sold his company and then bought it later when it was a fraction of the value.
Wish I played in H5. Well,
me too.
Yeah.
Would have been sick at it.
I kind of
really would have loved H5. Competitively, Halo 5 was the peak of Grifball.
Oh.
In terms of the game.
I wish I was there. I was playing speedrunners. And COD. That entire time of my life. Spank just sent me a DM. I can't read this. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out with why he's banned. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. You're really fighting for his case there.
Sorry, Spank. Just gotta put you on blast with that.
Like I said, we can't bring him on here. He's gonna get you banned off Twitch.
Yeah. You know who I want to see come back? I'm not sure if I'll play next season, but I want to see this guy come back. Mr. O Demon.
What happened to Demon?
He's faded,
one.
bro.
That is
He's
number one on my
faded, man.
list.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's smoking dope, is what he's saying.
He's in college now. He's in college now. Yeah, smoking dope.
Well, it's the time and place for everything.
He'll be back though after college, I believe.
Who else? Who else do we want to see a comeback? Well, we want to see a comeback from everybody here, obviously, but
Star. I want to see all the Reach
course.
dweebs come back. They're
Yeah.
such great competitive players, even if they're freaks.
Yeah, fuck that. Let's see Crusader come back.
Well, he did come back for the split season.
Yeah,
And that was it.
comes back. He comes back every now and then. He's always good, but
Yeah, Crusader's a gamer, known gamer.
Well,
I really would like to play with Crusader. I never got the chance.
When's the last time he played before the split season? Halo 5, right?
he played in Halo 5. Yeah,
Okay, so that's
he
Played in
Oh, yeah,
Halo
right
4
here.
a
won.
little
Yeah,
bit.
he won a sab. Okay, so that's 1 year, that's 3 years. So he's owed a comeback actually.
He's due.
He's due for a comeback. Maybe next season.
Yo, what happened to Galvin?
Too busy playing Fortnite. Marvel Rivals, sorry.
That's
Okay.
probably fair and accurate.
No, that's what Map told me.
Last
Doesn't
time
stream
Gal
anymore.
played was GWO. Played in a Reach tournament where you guys fell apart because you guys were supposed to be a good team. I don't know what happened there.
Who are you talking to?
You when you duoed with Galvin. and
Oh,
Reach.
oh, me and Galv. Oh yeah, then we had like Aware and Boss. Well, yeah, because Galv showed up like an hour late, and
and Boss didn't like that.
and then Boss got really pissed off about that, and then, yeah, everything just collapsed. It was a classic Boss moment. I couldn't be mad.
Too relatable.
Yeah, then we came back. I think we got like 5-0'd
You know
right
what,
away.
You know what
It
kills
was
me?
immediately over.
You know what kills me is when PD does a Boss impression.
Dude, it's actually so good.
It's like, dude, come on. Like, it's perfect.
That's a shame too. Me and Galv in Reach would have been a hell of a combo.
I was so glad to see that duo. You guys match on so many fronts, both West Coast, both top of your position.
Yeah,
Were you good at Reach Rage? I don't even know.
I was a top tier runner, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a strip here somewhere, don't you?
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have the console, the console league.
This one. Okay.
The one where I believe novice is our third.
third, yeah.
So just in case you guys are wondering what the status of the league is now, that a third is now at the top of the list. So
Looks like it's up to you to come.
Infinite is
Stand up.
Novice's game. All right, that's all I gotta say.
It is his game.
Like, he's not as good as me in Halo 4, but he's definitely better than me at Infinite, bro.
He might disagree.
everyone can have like the thing that they're really good at. I remember Gotenks was, a solid Grifball player, never a top tier player. But then that like Halo 4 or maybe it was 5. I think it was 4. That basketball game type existed, and he was just the undisputed GOAT of that game. He was unbelievable.
I want to bring this
Yeah, he
up.
ran that shit.
Do you guys remember that giant Forge World Ricochet thing we did that we played on for a little bit? I think GoTakes ran that. It was like Ricochet.
Giant?
You could like throw the ball in. It was Grifball, but you could throw the ball in, and the court was giant. It was on Halo 4. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, dude, GoTakes.
Like football?
Yeah, dude, GoTakes used to run lobbies, and I used to like make clips on that shit.
Gotenks is really good at those sport custom games that were made, basketball, football, and shit.
Look at this Angel 9001. For people who don't know, that's Indasis. Some people don't know that. Angel's an OG.
Wait,
What's up?
Yeah, you didn't know
what
that?
team is he listed on?
Huh?
What team is he listed on there?
He is on the Fatal 4. The Reach Emmy League.
That's not right. Why is he on there?
Angel?
What? That's his team.
He was on my team.
Are you sure?
Yes, it was my team. Yeah, because I remember he
This
was
is why you
supposed to be
can't
our-
trust CAJ Lay. This is why you trust GWL to keep accurate stats at all times.
I made this. That was a mistake. He was on my team. He was supposed to be our. No, I'm lying. I'm 100% lying. That was the
Yeah.
season prior. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Look, my first season was only 4 games before we got banned. All right, and then our next season was like the actual rookie season. But
That's fucked up. He didn't track sorry, I can't speak. GGL ships.
that's not our fault.
There's just way too many.
Just saying, a lot of this came from the hub. A lot of these early seasons, like all that Halo 3 stuff, mostly came from the hub's website. They tracked
Oh yeah, they
The-
were religious.
the sites that were like the web pages that had the AGLA history was completely different than the page that had the GGL history. We could pull everything from AGLA. You could probably still pull it from the Wayback Machine, but the GGL thing did not save. I don't know why. Just the way that the website was set up. You know what I wish they never did
What?
is
Delete it?
I no
So that, yeah,
change the design from the old classic purple
yeah,
to like the modern that looks like Halo Waypoint.
yeah, it had like white on it. I think my favorite was like 2013, like Halo 4 Primera. Like it was kind of like that blue purple.
Yeah, it was like the purple with the hexagons and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that was the hub for me. And then they changed it. I didn't like the change.
The IRC.
It looked sleeker, but it lost a lot of the color palette. That was really good.
It had like
All right.
that daily motto. Yeah.
Do we have anything else? I think we covered everything.
I mean, at this point, we're just talking. We can keep going, or if you guys have to head out, it's up to yins.
No, I mean, how much time are we at?
I mean, we're gonna play
got
Stardew.
I got a lot of time. I was gonna ask you guys actually, what is your favorite team you've ever been on? Ever. It could be a tournament. It could be
I
a
can go
season.
first. I can go first.
Go ahead.
It's the first team where I realized I was a strong player, and it's when I played with Rage, and we were the 2011 Mavs blowing through the Western Conference, taking out the big dogs.
I was probably gonna say the same team. That was the magical season.
We came out of nowhere. We were like 500 halfway through the season, and then we climbed to like 14-7 or something, 18-7 maybe. And yeah, I mean, we lost in the ship. We got absolutely bullshitted, but I mean, that's Grifball.
So
and we didn't win, but it was lit.
We got completely scanned. We beat Ace on the way.
We beat Ace and Sab on the way.
I think Sab was actually the top seed that season.
Yeah.
And underdogs throughout, and we got scammed at the end.
You know, that makes me feel better about Infinite Season 1.
This season was like that season was, my breakout season and D-Cleek's breakout season and Ice Card's breakout season.
Oh, that is a fun team. This on Halo 4?
Yeah, so we were really like nobody knew what to expect, and then we just started figuring out how to play really well. So it wasn't Halo 4.
So was it fun because of how you performed, or was it fun because of the people?
No, it was fun because we didn't know we were gonna be good.
Oh.
And then we turned out being like at that point in time, like I was not considered like a great player, like an A player, so to speak.
I see.
Yeah,
and Ice Cards had uncertainty too.
So I remember going through that bidding because I think I had D-Cleek locked in via contract, so I had him cheap. And I remember I was going into the bidding, and I had to decide I'm gonna either pick you or MSSR Martin, whoever stays at a more reasonable value, because I believed in both of you. And then Martin shot super high, way too quick, and I was like, all right, that's not gonna happen. So Sauce is my guy, and then you stayed a lot lower than I expected, so I was able to dump the rest into Ice Cards. And I was totally content with that team because I remember Ice Cards back in the day, in the Reach days. It was worth a shot. And then I think Martin actually had his Xbox break or something that season. He didn't even play like 80% of that season.
Yeah, something weird happened. He didn't participate.
So it went from almost complete disaster to one of my all-time favorite seasons. And I remember we still had like Venom is Sick and like Raid on that team too. And I gave him some games in there just to see just to give him some playtime. I didn't want to just bench them outright. That probably cost us a couple games, but in the end it didn't matter. We knew who the starters were.
That's hella cool.
You
guys kind of share the same thing there.
If I wasn't gonna go there, I don't know if I can say that I didn't have an crazy amount of fun with the Boom Goes to Dynamite amateur season, which also lost in the ship for different reasons, and we did have a falling out afterwards, me and Boss. But everyone was against us. Everyone wanted to see us lose because everybody hated Boss and Slayer Son, and we were back on the old RT forums where you could like, oh, -1 flame bait, -1 noob, and all this stuff. And every single post in our team thread would always be like -25, -30, just because it was us who posted it. It could have been just like, oh, GG's on the wins today, guys. -50 flame bait. Fuck you. Everybody
Damn.
just wanted to see us lose. Because Boss and Slayerson were just such major shit talkers. That was a whole lot of fun. Even if we lost.
What about you, Jaden? What do you got?
Shit, dude. What came to my mind instantly was actually like a tournament that was played recently. It was in the GWO, like the whole Reach tournament with GDC, Unbiz, and Zell, because I got to teach them how Grifball League worked, and they were just like crackheads who just like focused in. That was a pretty fun one. But if I didn't have to say that, that's a hard one to. That's a hard
when we
one
let
to
you
think
play,
about.
when we let you play and watch an all-one season.
That honestly,
He's such a shit talker, bro.
that was definitely fun, cause
I hate watching all, bro.
they only won that GGL season because of me. All right, everybody knows it. When we beat
Sure.
Gingy, all right, everybody knows it. But I'd say Pop Tart's team, like on my season's on underrated because Pop Tart took me in. He let me play how I wanted to play, which, as you guys know, is awful. Just
Yes.
shotguns, and we actually won a lot of games. And yeah, it was an AMI, so I got to do what I want, and it was fun. I'd say underrated. Like in, I don't know what, I think it was like Spring League 2014 to like Fall League 2014, and after I stopped going on those teams, I quit, and then I didn't come back till like around 2021. So I'd say it was underrated seasons for sure.
I think one of that watch in all season where we didn't play them in the finals. We played like Saints and Crowbar in them in the finals, but we played like Ace, Snipe Down, Nets, and Tonga or whoever
Probably
in
me and
the
Affection, yeah.
semifinals. It was like maybe the most intense close series that I'd ever been a part of. It went the full it went the full 3 games and was long as shit. I will always remember that season. That definitely should have been the ship, but due to the way brackets were made, it just wasn't, which was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I was an art guy.
very intense,
I was an
very
art guy,
intense seasons
so
then.
I personally watching all natural selection can fuck off, and I was just an art guy, so.
Arc did have the best team ever made. That next season, or no,
No, I wasn't part of
maybe
that. I came around like right after that.
I think because it was like I think it was
like
Ace.
Gingy. It
It
was
was
Ace,
Ace,
Snipe, Gingy,
Gingy, Snipe,
and Tonga,
yeah,
right? Nets.
it was Tonga and Nets. I think Tonga usually played, but just like having Nets switch in at any point was fine. But having Ace, Snipe, and Gingy as a tanking lineup was unfucking believable. It was complete bullshit.
Back then, that shit was unbelievable.
That was the top 3 tanks all in the same game. I will say that was the best Grifball team that was ever made.
Are you guys glad we're doing bid?
Yes, I love bid, but I'm kind of biased because I made the bot.
I mean, I just think because you have more freedom of choice in bid, the teams are just like if you're a captain, you have way more flexibility and way more like leeway into what you want to do. And so I feel like
more
I
can
don't hate my
happen.
team.
You can get away with a lot more. You can also get screwed way harder in bid as opposed to like draft. Like draft was cool because it usually brought about the most balanced teams because you really couldn't screw up that hard in draft like you could in bidding potentially. But there were just the problem with draft is like certain players could just never play with certain players.
Yeah, exactly.
They both had their perks.
I feel like bid does help higher tier players because it gives you the freedom of like I would never be able to play with Solace in draft. I could possibly play with Solace in bid, but we have to play with Big Owl and Pac-Man, you know. So it's like, you know,
I don't know.
We
You just have way more flexibility. Even if you want to play with someone that isn't all that great that you like you know, it is way more feasible in bid.
Yeah, I feel like if you build a terrible team in bid, like we see in some of these teams this season. Like it's only on the fault of the captain.
Yeah, I agree, and especially if the captain has a lot more credits than like a high-tiered captain, like that's just on them.
It's incredible you built better teams, that you built a better team than some of these other captains who had like 200 extra credits. It's kind of insane.
Less excuses now than back in the day. Remember season 1 when there were no captain credit values?
Yeah, and then there were contracts after that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so like the real Corky had no captain credit value, and neither did Crusader. And then also there wasn't a rule in place to prevent sniping. So I think that first season it was actually Necessary Evil had like all his credits into Easy 08, and then Silva sniped him in the last like 2 seconds. So Evil just had no credits spent.
I remember
because he was just fully committed to Easy, so his team was screwed from then on.
Noplex sent a sheet. I have to find it. I'm gonna find it.
Oh yeah, and then we had contracts, so you could like contract everybody for 1 season, or you could stuff it all of them onto one player for like 3 seasons. And then Snipe got piggies for 3 seasons, and then we were just like, okay, we can't let this.
Yeah,
happen
it's not
again.
fair, not balanced.
But to Snipe's credit, he did get piggies, and then because he went all in on Ace, and then got piggies and Moose, and then the next season he goes all in on Ace again, and then he gets you in bidding. So he
did his research.
Scouting.
Yeah, he did his research for sure.
I found it.
He played a lot of like just matchmaking to see who was good.
Oh, AJ spreadsheet.
Oh, wait, that is not it. I am so sorry.
That's not it.
That's not it. I didn't copy
Idiot.
it. I'm a noob.
That's AJ spreadsheet. Yeah.
Check out that one.
Oh yeah, this is AJ's spreadsheet. Yeah.
Maybe the most famous spreadsheet in all of Grifball.
It's a little hard in the eyes, so sorry if you're watching, but it's
No, this is a classic, bro.
This is a classic.
It's 2013, 2014. There are a lot of names here.
And all of that
run by AJ the Juice Man.
And all of that was what? Just like this little tiny section of like 15 rows here on the champion sheet. So much history in just the little rows. I wonder what's going on with all the Halo 3 kids that have all that H3 history, because they had so many seasons going on back then.
Yeah, if you look in season 1, for anybody who's confused, we were just talking about, you can see the captains here. Their price is all 0, which basically means they had the same amount of credits. I think it was 500, right?
Yeah, 500. They all just had 500.
Yeah. So 4-0 and 4-0 is good, but like H2O Camper like had the same amount of credits as like Crusader or Boss or Kid Tonga. They were all great players. So it was kind of fucked, as we see with some of the records here being 1 and 15, 0 and 16, 2 and 14. 4 and 12.
Oh yeah, and then season 4, that's our season solace. We went 15 and 9.
Damn, our record really wasn't that good, bro, but we fucking went so hard, man.
15 and 9. One hit wonders was one of the greatest life. I missed this, like having the lifetime records for each team, like the franchise. Like I thought that was cool shit.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff was good.
There was a lot of season by season structure going on.
I enjoyed the structure, to be honest. I wish we still could have it, but it doesn't feel like it's plausible nowadays.
I wish we had Gingy, because me and Gingy were looking at the sheet, and he had a lot of stories to tell about each season.
I actually never saw a Rage in season 4 that Saber had a top 10 projected list. I've never seen this. And it's quite scary because Saber obviously thought I was quite good based.
Oh yeah, there it is, 270. I think I got ice card for like 60.
Yeah, $70.
Oh, there was Martin. Yeah, I see Martin did go for the 300. I think that was like about my limit.
Yeah, you had 600, it looks like. So what was it, 710? No way, right?
Oh, yeah. You know what happened? Yeah, so I had 110. I had D-League under contract. I don't think I think ice cards at 70 caught me off guard. I don't think I expected to get him that low. And then I got you, and I had leftover, so I just threw it all into Venom.
Shout out to Alpha Turtle picking up Ace again and somehow going 16 and 8.
That was a very good team.
Alpha Turtle's wasn't bad at Halo 4, okay? Just he wasn't bad, man.
Oh, I know, he was pretty good. better than some of these
And then
players.
because Only Thresh was RDG, I think. Or am I thinking of somebody else? I forgot who it. But yeah, Only Thresh was a solid tank, and so was and Beam Me Up was also
No,
okay.
so
Oh no. Oh no, Moose ran. No, what?
Look at
no,
this.
we played. This was the season Rage where they did that Ami call up shit. I think.
What, in season 4?
Yeah.
They had wasn't it Ace Spence and Thunder?
Yeah, it was Ace Spence and Thunder that they called up from their Ami team.
That sounds right. What happened season 5? Let me look at that.
At some
No,
point
season
this
5
year-
was very different.
Yeah, season 5. Who won season 5? It looks like it was.
It was Piggies.
It was Next
Man
Dimension.
Cannon.
No, I think it was
No, it was
Shadow
Pro
again.
Run.
I think they went back to back.
No.
Shadow and Nets.
Season 5. Or you guys looking at 4? What the fuck?
Season 3 was
Pro Run.
Pro Run.
Digital, Canon, easy.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's
was
the season Saints got banned.
that was a sick team.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
on
because
Pop-Tarts team for a lot of these.
that was after because Crusader only played the 2 seasons, and then Shadow took over. And then he kept me. Then he had Piggies already. Then we had Shad, Deethleek, and Bourbon. Oh, that was a super fun team too. Everyone was
I
so
can't
cool.
believe you didn't win with that.
Pro Run was just that good.
Yeah, Easy was good. And so was Yut.
Easy was Yut was very good as a 4th, and then he apparently went to jail for a
Yeah, he
violent
went to
crime.
jail like right after. Yeah.
I missed 5 Tryhard. Or X Fearless 5 as this gamer tag is now.
Yeah, he found me in matchmaking. Oh yeah, Impulse was supposed to wait. When season was? Oh no, that was season 2 Impulse, where they got Gingy for 70 with the whole availability controversy.
Yeah, it was in college, I think.
That was the beginning of it, bro. That was
Yeah.
the beginning of it right there.
Tonga, Infection, Gingy, and Killers should have won the should have won the championship that season. That was a really good team, but then like Tonga went completely MIA on them. Well, they should have faced us in the ship. This is what should have happened.
I know Genji has a story about one of these teams where he played with Godless. I don't know which season it was.
With Godless?
I'm looking for it because he was telling me about it. I wish he was here to talk about it. Jinji, Taylor, season 5. Jinji, Taylor, Can, Godless, and AJ. Yeah, I think the drama here is that Godless like stopped trying mid game or something.
Dude, and Taylor Can was a tilter too, so that makes sense. Taylor Can and Godless are both tilters.
We can get Jinji in here for an episode.
I think
pretty
Taylor
sure.
had like an all-time blunder in a game we played against them. No, hold on. I think it was earlier than that. I remember we played against them, and Taylor. I think it was Taylor panicked, tried to throw the ball away, ended up doing like a 180, threw it against a wall in his own corner, and then we just kind of picked it up and ran it in for a score. I'm pretty sure it was Taylor. I could be wrong. The seasons are starting to run together. But yeah, these seasons right here, seasons 1 to like season 5 and 6 were probably the peak of Grifball for me. Those are some great years.
I've returned.
Have you now?
I have. Yeah, I kind of wish I was me now during this time.
Yeah.
That would be a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
I mean, you were a little bit too young.
You were born a little late.
Even I was like right on the cusp. Like if I had been like 18 in those years, I would have been cooking with gas.
Yeah, because
I was like 14 or 15.
yeah,
Xbox
Jaden,
was
you're about as old now as I was in these years.
That's pretty insane. Yeah, 2013, which means I was 10.
I was still in
Believe me, we could
my
tell.
college years.
Yeah, you hear me. Season 2, me on Pop Tarts team.
Never spoke to me, but just playing in the middle of a game. Oh, Dragon Guy sent you a message, and all I said was shotgun.
That's fucking true, bro.
That's pretty insane. I would actually send out messages.
Yeah,
Always
game,
have a meeting game
It
chat.
was amazing.
Oh man,
man only wanted to do one thing, bro.
that's all I was there for. I was only there for the clip, so I could go back in theater later and record it and watch it back.
You got the clips. You were -30, but you got the clips.
Oh, this is a fun season. Season 3, playing a Taco Pizza Hunter.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, look at this Halo. This season 7. It was Halo 3 though. It's Sab, Gingy, Viper, Keptrix, and Pinhead Labor. Doesn't that sound crazy right now?
Who's Keptrix?
I don't know.
Okay, I was gonna say I never heard.
He's a Reach guy. Yeah, I played with him. He's a Reach guy.
Oh, okay. Jaeger played? Oh wait, no, this is a long time ago. For some reason, I thought this was recent.
I think I played this. I didn't want to play Halo 3.
And then the last one.
Oh yeah, he didn't even finish the sheet for Halo for the Halo.
Yeah, it died, bro. It died for sure. Silent went for 70 in Halo 3.
I know.
What the fuck?
I'm looking at that right now. He used sword.
He can use whatever he wants, bro.
I'm pretty sure he was a sword user then. Easy with for 60 is insane. Even then, he turned out to be really good at everything he played. There's Joe Pro again. Just dropping in every now and then.
USA Sweetheart? I know USA Perfection. I don't know who this one is. Notorious.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that season looks like a rip. I don't remember it. I was probably gone.
Yo, which season did DJ win? He was in here in an Amy season. I think he was on Bad Intentions.
Season 6 with TG Revenge and Evil.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
TG Revenge actually got one. That's right, dude. That guy has started off so poorly and he came back, man.
Ingrick, Evil, Magikarp.
Level 25 Magikarp.
Renegade of Funk.
Yeah, I liked Funk.
He was an EU.
Hey,
right?
Hey,
He was
shout
Irish.
out to Oblivion over here with Panther Lily and Big Al.
Oh shit.
Oh wow. Big out for 140. Big moves. Receptor.
Receptor still in there for 10. I want to ship with Receptor.
I didn't even play in this season. My last season was season 5 when I went pro.
Hey, you want to know the fucking craziest thing ever? You see Receptor's name on here. He said that in our Reach season, he scored a goal, and that was the first time he'd ever scored a goal in AGLA.
I believe it.
Which is wild to me, given the time spent in Halo 4.
My boy.
Although maybe he just mostly did EU stuff.
I should talk to him about some screenshots for the podcast, dude.
I mean, if you want, I'll
cool
get you some screenshots. Did you see the screenshots I gave to Noplex?
I don't want to get banned here. Dude, we can't be putting those up on the stream. Too crazy.
What do you mean?
Too crazy. Way too crazy.
What are you talking about right now?
Which allows that.
We're talking about the not safe for work photos.
Yeah, Noplex asked for like, oh, I need photos for like thumbnails or something for the podcast. So I just went into the theater mode and just took like some zoomed in photos of my Spartan's ass and I sent it to him.
It's raw.
But
Very
now
raw.
we know. Now you know that Twitch does not care about how much ass is put up on the screens on their streams.
You're
They're
right.
totally cool with it.
They'll just put us in the hot tub category.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm sure somebody can make a hot tub in Infinite's Forge.
It's pretty funny seeing the AMI when lost records not be updated. They all say 0-0 for me. Besides like season 3.
Yeah, I don't think AJ cared enough.
Disrespectful.
But that's okay because I have all the winners. Yeah, we're over here thinking like, oh, which teams won? Literally have this sheet right here. Hybrid Theory, One Hit Wonders, Pro Run, Next Dimension, Hybrid Theory.
Some of these AMI teams are bad.
I
mean,
gotta
they're
check
teams.
this out. I have to do the math. I've never done the math. All right, I lost this ship.
Don't hurt yourself.
Didn't make it to that one.
Yeah, you're
Lost
on here,
that
right?
one.
Where are you?
I'm down at the bottom. I'm like 2020.
The split season. Lucky I even included that.
What are you talking about? That shit was legit, bro. It's not my fault you lost.
No, it was Jaden's.
Nope, it was Saints.
You quit.
So the Saints.
You literally quit. You were hammer jumping in the corner.
I didn't want to play. I was
See?
sick. I
He
was
admits
sick.
it.
I was sick.
He admits it. He admits it. He quit.
We were never gonna win.
You say
You
that.
just admitted you quit, but yeah, you quit.
Yeah, he admitted that he
Oh my
quit.
God.
And then
Are we really
I'm
about
pretty
to do
sure.
this?
And then I'm pretty sure that I told you to fuck off because you quit.
And I did.
And then Saints left.
No, Saints left way before that. Saints quit. Saints quit the season.
Because then
I don't know why you just ignore this part where he did not show up.
Because you did it in the game.
We were gonna win, but to be fair, like that Reach game against it was Crusader, right?
No, it was against
I actually don't remember who it was against. I think it was against Crusader.
Solid.
No, I think it was against me.
I'm pretty sure it was against Solace.
No, because I remember Sab not getting the stats for it, and that was like a meme. You remember that? When like Sab left the game?
Because what I do remember is then having to play Halo 4, and then we went up 3-0 when Mav came in and played. And I knew we were still going to lose that game anyway, but we went up 3-0 on them.
I just found it. It was against Crusader and Sab.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But
that's fine. We're gonna.
Yeah, we had like Frenzy for Saints or something. I don't know, dude. All I know is that season was chalked. We all knew who was going to win. And even after I quit, you guys got rolled anyway. It wouldn't have mattered.
No shit, you quit.
Dude, I got my COVID vax, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I was down.
Weak. Just weak.
Yeah. That season was actually kind of fun at the start, and then it just slowly became awful.
I mean, we got some great clips.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Me, you, Saints, and Nets were like a fun four. Like that was a really fun four to play with.
Yo, forget the video. Actually, no. Put the video at the end here of the.
Are we ending it?
Me. No.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying for when we're done, and then afterwards, put in the video of that pass in Halo 3, the launch into a pass in the 4-4 game, in a Halo 3 game that we were never supposed to win.
Oh yeah, against Silva's team. Yeah, that was a great pass.
Bro, we've been going for 2 hours. We're good.
Were you in the game?
Sauce, are you tired? Are you tired of the podcast?
No, I'm not tired. No. No, I'm not tired. But I don't think I was. I don't think I was in the game.
No, it
was like
I know exactly who it was. It was Silva, God Snipes, Zinger, and was it AJ?
Somebody who was in there. Yeah, it was AJ because I remember you made a very interesting comment after we dunked on him to end the next.
Oh game. Yeah, I was like, I'm his father or some shit. I put my cock in his mouth or something. Yeah, I was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Alpha.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're following up that with that, but okay.
Well, dude, we were trying to win. You see, that was back when I wanted to win.
Oh, so you admit you didn't want to win anymore. You just quit.
I will admit I wanted to win until Saints quit, and then I realized no, we're not going to win with Mav on our team.
You didn't play with Mav. He replaced you.
I don't honestly remember who we subbed out every game. I just know we weren't.
We see that. We see that you don't remember much because you quit.
Yeah, because you quit.
Because the playoffs were pointless.
I was mad at you.
Also, if we're being honest, Nets quit more than me did. Nets was awful that season. He was terrible.
He was not hammer jumping in the corner on the wrong side of the court.
He went like a 0.5 KD across the whole entire thing.
That's just because it was Nets, though. He didn't quit. He was just bad.
Listen.
Yeah, he didn't
I'm
quit.
not going to play in a 16-pro league across multiple games.
Dude,
my team isn't showing up. And also, I told you beforehand I did not want to play and that you should send me out.
Nets was washed. He wasn't even like
he was literally thrown in some of the games.
He was out the same.
I don't know why you guys just like refuse to see this.
He wasn't Washington Wizards Michael Jordan. He was like White Sox
He
Michael
was
Jordan.
betraying me in some of those games for fun. Like him and Saints did not want to win.
See all these excuses for why it's not a big deal that he quit.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. We were never gonna win that season.
Mm-hmm. A real quitter's mindset.
I don't know why you get mad at me and not Saints. Saints didn't even show up.
Because you did it in the game. We've
I
literally
didn't.
just circled around to the same exact question. You did do it.
I tried as hard as I could in that reach game, and then realized that I was fucked up from the vax, and I said sub me out for H4, and then you guys lost that. So I don't know.
Quitter. Anyway, B Rising is coming out on the 28th.
No, I'm not playing anymore.
That's fine. You're gonna quit halfway through anyways. Like you quit everything else.
Not playing. Nope.
You quit the GWL after 2 seasons. You deleted the whole server. You quit on me and the reach game.
One season.
You're gonna quit. You're gonna quit.
Can you quit this season so I can win, Jaden?
Season.
That'd be great.
Dude,
quit this season.
I don't know why everybody thinks I'm gonna win.
Nobody thinks you're gonna win. I think you're gonna
championship. No, championship odds right now are like plus 500 U, plus 750 chemical, and then plus 1,000
I had
for novice and me.
I had a bunch of people telling me like I was washed, and that's why I wasn't signing up anymore. And now all of a sudden I sign up, and
well, they have to instigate, bro. Even I had to instigate you.
Yeah, it is true.
Talk a little shit, man. Because you're competitive. If you're competitive, you don't like being shit talked.
That's true.
Yo, Solace, pull up AJ's spreadsheet. Look at season 4. I just realized there are power rankings by me on the far right.
Oh, really?
Let's check.
And I slotted.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's by you?
It was by me, yeah, because I used to do I used to do the Rageous rankings. I did rankings like every week. That was week 1.
It looks like you called.
I think I was right on the money.
Yeah, I guess there was a sign.
The worst team is First Strike. They went 4-20. Not as bad as a legitimate strategy, which you had at 10.
The team I was probably the most wrong about was probably Bomb Squad, who went 18-6, but we did beat them.
Okay, one hit wonders at 3. Next dimension at 1, which they were.
Oh, actually, maybe Notorious. I gave them no credit. Wait, what? What did they go?
Notorious at 9 and Notorious.
They had a bad division. Notorious had a bad division though, bro. They played like Lightsaber like 4 times because like they had Lightsaber and Boss in their division, bro. So they just padded their division.
Because Twisted and Thumi and T-Rich did not do Halo 4 well. Dude, that was the AJ is at 90 LOL season.
Yeah, Notorious wasn't it for Silva and AJ. They didn't win shit on Notorious.
Oh, Notorious season 2 also. Major Silva, Determined, and Infinite Rain ended up on.
He got traded. Yeah, he got traded to that team, right?
Yeah, and I remember that I knew how good we were when we went up against a team with who was like one of the GOAT tanks at the time, Determined. Rain, who was one of the top tanks now, and Silva, who was a GOAT Silva, and we 9-0'd them.
So I'm looking at the stats that we were just talking about that split season, and I went more positive than you, Rage. So thoughts on that?
Oh, so now you're bringing up stats to try and justify why you quit in the playoffs.
I also see that we were still in frenzy for Saints. So and he did okay actually. It looks like in that one game. I don't know why I just brought this back.
Well, because it was very short. Because you quit.
Who even made playoffs? How many teams made playoffs here?
I think 4.
Oh, 5.
Maybe 5. Nice.
5 of the 6 teams made playoffs.
What a nice even rounded number.
And also 2 of these 6 teams just didn't even try to win. I'm pretty sure J-Bar and Halfbreed just threw, taking D-Cleek over Tanker and everybody else.
Well, because this was like the duo bid season, right? Like we knew this was going to be a garbage season right from the beginning. We knew what this season was.
Hey, but I still won it. Fuck you.
Dying fire.
Nobody remembers that. See, they even spelled your name wrong. See?
Oh wait, I don't care.
Souls.
You're not even.
Just spell it however they want, bro. Spell it however they want.
I need to correct it on the champions page. Solace does not have a championship. Only Souls.
Oh my god.
And it's
fraudulent. I'm fucking pissed.
Unfortunately.
Changing my gamer tag right now. I bet it's available.
Too late. I'm taking it. Go ahead and change it. I'll take your current one, just like I did, boss.
That's classic.
That's fucked. Yeah.
Damn, this went way longer than I expected.
We're almost 2.5 hours in.
I think we're good.
I think you can squeeze out another 45 minutes.
I think we're good.
We could. I don't know if people are still watching, but hi.
You're really gonna have to put like little stamps in the thing so people know like what we're talking about when, because
we went on like a ramble for like the last hour.
I'm sure there were people who would love to reminisce about Halo 4 for a little while and completely skip all the Infinite shit.
True.
Definitely make notes of that.
We can. I'll try to improve the podcast every time.
I trust you're gonna do a good job, and I trust you're not gonna trust an AI bot to fuck it up.
Trust an AI bot.
Trusting an AI bot is the most Jane thing I can think of, bro.
I would totally, dude. I'm not gonna go through and do it. I'm sure Mav will. Mav, if you're listening, you're hired.
Novice is in chat, bro.
You're not even gonna do the podcast. You're not even gonna edit this.
No, this is raw. This is raw footage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, like, you're not gonna go in and put in the timestamps.
Oh, I might. You know, we're
bro. All you need to do for the timestamps is literally just like break it up, be like Halo Infinite shit, and then like nostalgic shit. It's just fucking two timestamps.
And you know when it's gonna be because you have the visual. As soon as we go to like the championship is when you know everything changed. The topic changed.
That's true. This is kind of a test episode just to get it out there. I'm sure we'll be more. We can improve upon things every time. I think we should have a guest. I don't know how often we're going to do this. I had fun talking about the Infinite games as well, even though that was a long time ago, it feels like.
Why is there a channel on Twitch being recommended to me called Kathy Bates Official, and they're playing Fortnite?
I love Fortnite.
What is going on?
I love Fortnite. This
couldn't be the real Kathy Bates. That'd be so cool if it was. Oh no! It's
honestly, I think we should do like 3 podcasts per season.
That doesn't seem like many.
Well, you just do like one in the beginning, you do like one before the playoffs, and then you do like one after the championship, right?
I don't know. I feel like we should record them when we feel like recording them.
That's fine.
Nope. I don't know how Noplex does his. I don't know if. I hope he continues to do his. But that was on his.
If he does, he's got to do something about that black screen.
No, he got the screenshots from Receptor. It's good.
Oh, did he? Okay, because the one I watched or listened to
for next time. I mean,
yeah, it was like a big black screen. I was just like, oh, this is not gonna cut it.
I mean, I want to do face cams next time we do ours, and for solids we could put like a.
I have a picture for this. I got it. Don't worry.
All right.
I got something in mind, bro.
I mean, you had to put up the red panda.
No.
I mean, come on. What do you mean?
No.
No, for me.
You are a virus.
Oh, for Rage, for Rage, yeah.
Wait, so it's only me at the face cam?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's fine.
I mean, what if you have people do this on Twitch where like their model is like a dog.
No.
Like, what if my model was a red panda? What if I have a red panda V2 model?
Somebody needs to stop you.
Yo, I kind of want that. That'd be cool.
I'm shutting this shit down immediately.
If anybody wants to see me, they come to Chicago, and then I'll kiss them.
Because like there's the guy who does like the Shiba dog, and that's just his thing, and he's just like
I would be a Shiba. I'd be a Shiba.
It's so cool. This person just has a picture of Kathy Bates on their stream. I was hoping
VTubers? Oh, you want to be a red panda VTuber?
Yeah.
I will never understand like the psychology of VTubers.
No, that would be cool. I'd be a VTuber.
Because I feel like content is always better for facecam. But some people maybe don't want to be on
the facecam. Still make expressions, bro.
Yeah, like they're like really impressive, and like the reason, but people are not comfortable putting their face out there, especially women for obvious reasons. But it's totally fair to like, oh, but I still want to have like something here to just be like, just to be like represent me, and that's totally fair.
That
I think
I agree with everything you just said. Why are they always furries?
Well, I mean, have you seen red pandas and Shibas? They're fucking furry.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't really see many like human VTubers. It's always like a dog.
You didn't see any furries at TwitchCon?
Did we see any furries? Like actual furries?
No, honestly, TwitchCon was pretty tame. We didn't even hear anybody say poggers.
Yeah, we had a game and somebody was going to say poggers. I didn't hear a single poggers.
That's insane, bro. TwitchCon's full of frauds.
Although, if I will say, I've never felt more out of place and old than when we went and sat down the fucking Minecraft thing going on in the main stage. I was like, oh, I really don't belong here.
There were kids everywhere. I kind of checked out of that. It was cool to see that they were doing that, though.
It was the second cringiest thing that we saw there the entire time.
What was the first?
The Stardew girls singing "Happy Birthday" to Harvey every 30 seconds.
Oh God,
that was such a disappointment.
Grifball booth next year. Grifball booth.
Oh, those days are over.
Grifball booth.
You know what sucks about the Grifball booth thing?
What?
Is that we never wanted to stop doing it, but they like doubled the price or even more. I think it went from like, we did one for like 15,000 and then it's like, oh, how much do we want for this booth? They're like, oh, that's going to be easy 30K. And we're just like, we can't afford that. We didn't even bother trying. And then we get there and like 20% of the show floor is empty.
Yeah, because they raised it on everyone.
Yeah, they price people out. So I remember me and DJ just went over there and just like, man, they totally just ruined this because they just priced everybody out. Look, all this empty space, and we could have had a Grifball booth. The price was just reasonable, and they just didn't. They totally fucked it up. You could see the beginning of the end.
I fucking
of
wish
RTX there.
I regret not making to at least one of those. But I don't know. I was young boy.
I think you were a little young then.
Like 13, yeah.
Because also we spent a lot of time on like 6th Street and drinking and stuff, and you just couldn't do that. And I was not going to give a fucking 13-year-old a beer or liquor or whatever the fuck Digital drank to just trash him.
Digital getting trashed is the most poetic thing I've ever heard. That man just gets trash.
Yeah, that was
like he does not just drink 1 or 2 beers. He just like I have a mission.
That was ridiculous.
You know, you said Digital, and I thought of Late League. This is the part of the podcast where we're just rambling. Does anybody have any updates about that? When is that coming back?
Last I checked, after we did the testing a few days ago, we had a list of bugs that we needed to fix. I think there were like 5. And I think as of a couple days ago, 4 of those 5 were fixed. So now that you mention it, I think I'm going to at the late leagues again and force another testing session. Or just get it rolling.
I don't see why we don't just run Late League on Bobble League.
I mean, I've been pushing for that for quite some time. I can't even get you to play anymore.
What is Bobble League? I don't understand.
God.
Let's play it live right now.
No.
You can cut this out. It's fine.
I'm not playing Bobble League, dude.
Why? Because you're going to lose? You're going to quit mid-game again?
I beat you last time. I never quit. Well, hold on. I never quit mid-Bobble League game. Never mind this. Never mind this. You're just trying to rile me up.
We have both quit mid-Bobble League game. That's fine. But Saul doesn't know what Bobble League is. We have to show him. And if we're going to show him, we may as well show the audience.
It's more competitive than Grifball.
It is more competitive than Grifball.
The moment we put Bobble League up on this podcast, it's going to be a meme cast for the rest of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Has it not been a meme cast for the last hour and a half?
I don't know. It's felt pretty serious.
No, it's been a meme cast like the last 90 minutes.
We're just talking.
Oh, you know what? You know what Solace has not seen?
A ship? Sorry.
Damn.
That's not true.
It isn't. Well, I mean, you're not Souls.
Yeah, a Solstice
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Wait, I think I actually have the screenshot. So, Sauce, I'm gonna post a screenshot, and I want your opinion on this. I'm gonna reply to Jaden as well.
I need something to put up on the screen.
And that's why I'm adding you to.
Send me a red panda. It'll at least make it nicer.
Look at that. Give me.
Oh,
well, that's what the thing is.
Oh, okay.
Was Taylor Can really that good?
Okay, can I open this? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. 100% not biased top 10 all-time list. This was done like 4, maybe 5 years
I'm not
ago.
gonna lie.
And we were very
Taylor
generous.
Can really that good?
We were very generous with the Halo 3.
There are some objectively wrong picks here, but like, it depends how much you care about like the AJLA championship sheet. Like, how much do you care about the early seasons? Because you got to pay respect to your elders, but at the same time, what the fuck, you know?
I pay about as I pay more than I would to like Bill Russell, Elgin Baylor, Will Chamberlain, NBA championships, but less than anything 1980 plus. So somewhat.
We can do this either this episode or next episode. We got to do this for just Infinite.
I think Silva
What did we
is a
read
hybrid. Silva's a hybrid, right? Like, am I not? Am I wrong for thinking that?
Silva's a hybrid, I'd say, yeah. He can run.
Wait.
He can tank.
Yeah, he's a hybrid.
Well, I mean, he's a number 8 runner on the runner list, so I'm just confused.
We kind of like there's have not when you really think about it, the runner stuff drops off pretty hard.
Why is Galva better tank than Ace?
Because Ace is the better hybrid.
Because Ace is a hybrid.
I guess. I feel like Ace ran in that H5 season, and now it's just like, all right, he's a hybrid now.
Ace
He's always been
hybrid.
able. He's always been a hybrid. It's just he's not allowed to sometimes.
Yeah.
He was much more runner heavy in like reach in like early reach years.
I respect Crusader #1, obviously.
It's fine.
I'll fanboy that man forever.
Look, I'll be honest. Like looking at it right now, Crusader was the best. Easy was a god in himself. Tonga, of course, was really good. He was never the best runner unless Crusader and Easy weren't there. He was a great runner, but he was never like that S tier kind of player that would elevate your team. And then after that, it's just basically here you go. Let the Halo 3 kids have their thing, and then disguise you're just good.
Why is I don't know why the quality of this image is really bad. Sorry, but like, why is Twiz and Doc above you? And I don't get that.
Because I only ran I did not run as like a pure runner for that long.
Nah, Doc was pretty good from my understanding.
And
Rage
was
3
he was, yeah, but I mean, come on.
I mean, as a pure runner, that was mostly limited to Halo Reach. Otherwise, I was a hybrid.
Where's Mystical Novice?
It's too soon, bro. Too soon.
Imagine.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, even with Novice as good as he is in Infinite, he's not cracking this list.
The runner is just so fucking OP in Infinite, bro. I don't know.
And shout out to Boss Tycoon for the only dishonorable mention.
Not Boss Tycoon at the bottom for the hybrid, unfortunate.
That's what his gamer tag was now.
We're gonna have to remake this list at some point.
Yeah, I don't think you guys understand how good Stop Killing Me was that we put him on this list for only playing like 3 or 4 seasons of Halo 5. He was so fucking good.
I guess I wish I had won like any of my 4 or 5 ship appearances so I could have cracked the top 10. Maybe.
Yeah, you definitely could have moved that.
If I made a
if I won all 4, I could have moved it.
You in it. Well, all time though. That's
also consider this also. Once we hit Halo 4, all the good players were hybrids.
True. Hybrid is the most competitive category.
Yeah, by far. It was the most competitive category. So then like Halo 3, there were just a lot more pure tanks that just won a whole lot and such. So, I mean, because the runner position almost disappeared in Halo 4.
Yeah.
It was almost gone. Everyone had to learn how to hold the ball in their hands.
We definitely need to remake this list, either like starting from like Play Grifball's creation, or just for Infinite, or just a all-time list again. Like, we need to remake this.
I don't think you.
Let's remake it and just completely exclude everything Halo 3.
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
I am down.
I don't know.
It's up to Solace if he wants to.
It's
I think
basically
we
the
could do
same.
that.
Fuck you, Twiz. Fuck you, Doc. Well, Doc played a lot of Reach. Fuck you, Twiz. Fuck you, Thumi. Fuck you, T-Rich. Half-Breed might take a hit, but he was really good in Reach too.
You could make this on the AGLA championship sheet.
I mean, listen, I played Half-Breed in Halo 3, like that split season, and that man is fucking cracked at Halo 3, even still. So I don't know. I mean,
I just realized we totally said, wait, hold on. Let me make sure he's not on this list because I don't think I've seen him. No, he's not here. We totally said fuck you to Pi.
This man has Pi being good at.
Oh yeah,
Pi has 6 recorded championships, and he's not listed anywhere.
Yeah, he was Reach and 3.
Yeah, I don't know, like that early Reach season. I don't know, like the early.
Nah, you can't discount that shit. It's just like it'd be like discounting a one-hit wonders championship or a watch and off championship because they were the first people to no, but they were the first people to figure out passing, and like these are the first people to figure out Halo 3 and Halo Reach. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean, I give credit for it. I just don't I don't hold it to such high standards as it was like an H5 season or a prime.
Yeah, I mean you can't because you didn't. We weren't there for it.
Yeah, look, T-Rich is like a Bill Russell. He won a whole lot back in the day, but
I consider you better. Yeah, like I don't remember T-Rich ever being good at H4. I remember him being awful at H4.
He was not.
No,
good
he was
at H4.
awful. He was awful at H4, bro.
And that's why I always want to that's why he's so low.
Yeah.
He's at 7 as a tank for 7 championships in only 2 games. That's a lot of fucking winning.
I would put I just hold higher standards for a player who can play good,
compete in all eras.
Yeah, and
that's why
obviously some of us weren't there for
number 1.
H3. Yeah, but like we all know, like a lot of these players who didn't come up till later could play in the H3 days. To be honest here.
It's definitely easier to go back than it is to go forward. You are right.
Yeah. I mean, we can make the list right now.
I think
it'd be a debate.
I mean, I gotta be honest here. I think Shadow should probably be like in the number 4 spot for hybrids.
I think if you're gonna take like a top 5, I think it would have to include like Ace, Sab, Didge, Jinji, Crusader, Shadow.
Like Shadow, like I know that like sometimes the stats weren't there, and he just went like 1.0 every game. But like that guy was like the marquee positional player. He knew when not to die, and he was really streaky, and he knew how to play.
And he was good and he was always good at every game he played. 4 chips in 3, 3 in Reach, and 3 in 4. He was just
he adapted to every game, So I just don't like people are gonna say, oh, he wasn't the most dominant and all that. It's like, yeah, but I mean, this guy won in every game, and you could say he was the best player on most of his teams.
Yeah, Shadow's like the Jordan to Ace's LeBron.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That's a very interesting sentence. I like that. I actually looked up, like, Shadow was like who I wanted to be actually before I got into the game, like back in Reach. Because he was always on the highlight frenzy. Because he was hitting clips too. That's a fair thing.
Yeah, I think I won him MVP in that first season from all the highlight videos that I made.
Well, if we're gonna make this list, we need to do it now. But it's up to you guys.
I think we can do it later.
We can do it later. Okay.
We can save that. We can save that for next time. Honestly.
Because look, this is what this podcast.
Well, the guests will go, and then we'll do it.
Yeah, because we're gonna do all this. We're gonna start with Halo Infinite stuff. But at the end of the day, Infinite is garbage and it's boring. So we're going to naturally go back to more nostalgic times and talk about stuff that's way more interesting. So, yeah, we're going to do that next time. But we
can just do Infinite and then divulge into nostalgia.
What about like the last episode? We just do like 10 minutes of Infinite and then do like a 3-hour podcast of everything else.
No, Infinite's I like Infinite. All right, no shame. I like Infinite. Rage is a hater. I'm with it though.
I'm an immense hater.
Would you say it's the easiest to win a ship nowadays than ever?
Yeah. I would say the league is not deep.
Well, it's definitely not deep. But
I mean,
even a few years ago, we've had seasons that were like kind of, You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would say yeah, it's easier to win now than it used to be for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm wondering if we're gonna include like a new guy somewhere on this list. Probably not.
I mean, probably. I mean,
Who would you say?
I'd probably put like.
You did not just say Shrek.
I mean, he's got the pedigree, even if he cheated for it.
Well, it's just how many seasons?
He's won. He's won one season, and he went to the finals.
He made the ship in 4. He's made the ship in 4.
It is going to be so hard to put someone from Infinite when I look at this sheet and I just see like 70, almost 70 seasons recorded, and they're just like, this guy was good for 4.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you got to put him in the top 10, but I mean, you got an honorable mention. I mean, if Stop is an honorable mention, I don't see why Shrek can't be an honorable mention.
Well, you said H5 was more competitive, but I don't know how true that is.
That's fair. Halo 5 had way more players, but had more good players, and his mechanics were. I will say he was the only player I think I ever said was probably better than Ace. Straight up. It's a shame that he did not stick around.
He probably
you know what we should do though? We should be sure to keep some honorable mentions for like every game though. I think you're right. I think that's fair.
I think it's good to celebrate like a great one-trick player. I think it's especially good for the Halo 3 kids.
Now we got people excited for the next episode. That will come out in 3 months.
Nah, it won't be that long.
How many people do you think what percentage do you think of listeners stayed all the way through?
Only Novice, because he's a freak.
Hi, Novice. Well, No Plexus podcasts are a lot shorter than this. I mean, I don't really have a schedule for these. We just kind of talk. I just like talking. So,
Yeah. Yes.
I hope people found enjoyment out of this. I had fun.
Yeah. Yeah, good podcast. Get spawn trapped crowd.
Take out spawn protection.
Some could say.
Some would say that.
No one at TwitchCon apparently.
Well, I guess that's it. Do we do an outro?
Yeah, the video.
Yeah.
What's the outro? I don't know what the outro is.
This one. And then you cut right there, and then you put the video on.
Oh, okay, so I just say this one, and then I just end it?
No, then you cut to the video.
What video?
The one I'm about to send you.
Oh, I don't think we're doing that. I think production cut that out.
What do you mean? You can't be this much of a bitch.
Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. I'll put the video.
Hold on. Wait.
Cut. Please just cut.
Let's let Solace decide.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cut, and then you roll the video.
Wait, we're just gonna what?
So right